Carly Goshen will send it over, and the Mustangs will keep it alive. Now the attack from the far side, and it's down for the kill. Olivia Dorenz. Chloe Hertz. Hertz pushes it in back there to Schmidt. Shot from the point. It's in! Off the stick of Taylor Leonards, excuse me, and it's 3-0. Taylor Leonards with the third goal for the Bismarck Blizzard on the shot from the point on the far side. And the Blizzard are running on all cylinders here in period number 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. All right, welcome. We are at Fargo Shanley High School here in South Fargo. Mike Mason alongside Matt Mitzel. Matt, how you doing today?
Good, Mike.
How was the trip to from Bismarck to Fargo for you?
It was nice. It was very pleasant. The weather is good, and took our time getting out here. Stopped up at a restaurant up north of here a little bit, had a little bite to eat, and ready to roll now.
Ready to rock and roll. I got to give credit where credit's due. Activities director for Oak Grove, Brent Wolf, said that no tax dollar money was spent on this game. Christian school versus the Lutheran school played at a Catholic school.
There you go.
So right. There you go, Brent. I told you I'd use that on air, and he's like, just give me credit, and we're good. So.
Nice.
All right. Well, hey, coming up after this short timeout here, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the team profile side by side and get the starting lineups and all that good stuff right after this.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Download Game Time today.
Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the two teams, well, not necessarily side by side, but screen by screen. We'll start with the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. They won last week, 34-6. That puts them at an average of 34 points a game. Not bad. For not much to say this early in the season here, but for the Oak Grove Grovers, they're 0-1 on the season. They were outscored 16-6 in their game against Grafton last week. They got Shiloh Christian tonight, and Lisbon next week. We'll also get live updates from our buddy over at Brad Anderson, who is doing the Lisbon Central Cast game tonight, and we'll give you score updates as he provides them to us right here on the ND Sports Channel. Taking a look at the league standings for Class A Region 1. Hatton Northwood, they lead the way at 1-0 with a 48 points per game average, followed by Ellendale, Edgeley, Calm. Oaks, Thompson, Lisbon, and Sargent Central have yet to play. They are playing tonight. And then Northern Cass at number 7 with an average of 8 points a game, and Oak Grove rounding up the top 8 in the Region 1 standings. Over on Region 4, home of the Skyhawks, you got New Salem Glen Allen, your rival, sitting right above you there with about 9 more points per game than you had. And that's the only tiebreaker right now, is the points per game. So once again, 1, 2, 3, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Shiloh Christian at 2, Southern McLean at 3. Hart River, Kildare Holiday, Richardson Taylor, Hebron, they will all play tonight. They have not played a game yet. And then Bowman County and Dickinson Trinity both at 0-1. Bowman County scored 20 points in their game last week, and Dickinson Trinity scored 12 points in their game last week. Standings provided courtesy of North Dakota's #1 source for statewide high school scores. That's NorthDakotaScores.net. Find them on the web at NorthDakota-Scores.net. Other games in Region 1 and 4 today. Kindred at Northern Cass, Thompson at Park River Fordville Lincoln, Central Cass at Lisbon, Langdon area Edmore Munich at Hatton Northwood, Sargent County at Sisseton, South Dakota, Groton, is that how you say it? Is that how would you say it, Matt?
Yep.
Groton. Okay, Groton, South Dakota. I've never heard of that city before, or town, whatever it might be. But they're playing against Ellendale Edgeley Calm tonight. Region 4 matchups have Garrison Max at Southern McLean. I believe that game's being played up in Washburn. And then Hazen's at Kildare Holiday and Newtown at Hart River. So those are the matchups that we'll be keeping our eyes on here for the Grover and Skyhawk fans during this matchup. And, of course, if you have any score updates from those games, you can text us at 701-373-1843, tag us on Twitter at NDSportsCH1, or email us, ndsportschannel@gmail.com. Well, the pregame clock has hit 0, as you can see in the upper right corner of your screen there. Before we reach the starting lineups, any final pregame thoughts for you, Matt, on this matchup here between the Grovers and Skyhawks?
No, both of these teams have played each other several times in basketball. This will be the first time in a football match, so it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Beautiful field here out there at Shanley Field. Temperature 71 degrees, fair skies out, north wind of just 4 miles per hour, so it's a beautiful evening for some football.
And if I was sitting where you're at right now, Matt, that's the spot where I called that Kindred-Shanley game where Kindred came back and won it with 3 seconds remaining on a 33-yard touchdown pass. So this is a good box, good window, skybox to be in. How do you like the view from where you're at?
This is a great view. Love it. Absolutely love it.
It was a little bit humid when we got here to set up, but I also want to say thank you to Mike, the activities director here at Shanley, as well as the crew at Shanley TV for arranging a little bit of room for us to sneak in here. We certainly do appreciate that, and we didn't move a lot of the equipment, but the equipment that we did move, we'll put it back where we found it. That is a promise. Thank you so much. Also want to say hi to all the Skyhawk fans watching who weren't able to make the trip. Hopefully it'll be a good game. One thing you'll notice from last week to this week, so we had some issues with our crowd mic last week. We had some issues with that on-screen scoreboard. We resolved all that to the best of our knowledge. The mic worked excellent last night. I don't know if you were able to tune in to watch that soccer game. I know being a Skyhawk fan, you probably don't have an interest in Fargo South or Fargo Davies, or check that, Cheyenne and Fargo Davies. But the crowd mic worked way too well. And, most times, it's not that I want a specific person to watch, but there's a certain brother of a brother who a girl thinks you're really cute. So if you missed that, go back and watch it on our YouTube page. You can find out who you need to ask to the prom this year. All right. Well, let's see here. I think we're going to get to the starting lineups here pretty soon. What we'll do here is we'll take a 30-second timeout, and then if we have to come back early from that timeout, we will. And we'll be right back here in a moment on the ND Sports Channel with your starting lineups.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, we're going to get ready to go here. It's your starting lineups. Oak Grove Grovers on the near side of the field, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks in their white jerseys on the far side of the field here. I believe we're going to have a prayer along with the national anthem. I'm not sure in which order that's going to go. We'll have to do that on the fly here. And we'll turn it over to the PA announcer for the moment.
Competing in this contest are friendly rivals. While competition certainly will be intense, and all in attendance tonight are reminded this is a game involving high school student athletes. The highest level of sportsmanship among and the utmost respect towards all players, coaches, officials, and fans exist. Will you please join us in a moment of prayer? Gracious and giving Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to gather tonight for the purpose of healthy competition. Please bless these players and coaches as they compete for their respective schools and for sharing the gifts that you have given them. Please bless the participants with good health and all attendees with safe travels. And as always, Lord, make us a reflection of your Spirit with our positive attitudes and sportsmanship. In your name we pray. Amen. Now, please rise as you are able, remove all headgear and face our flag.
All right, so for the national anthem, we'll take a timeout. Back in a moment here on the Andy Sports Channel.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Download Game Time today.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsman.
All right, welcome back, and now it's time for your starting lineups here. I believe they're going to start with the visitors, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks.
Shiloh did win the toss.
And now, the starting lineups for the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. Starting on defense, number 78, Dylan Finley.
I can hear you, I can't hear Mel.
Number 77, Stephen Packenow. At number 57, Evan Baker. At number 83, Isaac Herringer. At number 4, Jaden Mitzel. Number 52, Josh Lardy. Number 21, JT Largo. And number 3, we have Cole Wolf. At number 7, Trey Brunel. At number 2, Josh Coling. And number 24, Braden Coon. Now, starting for the Oak Grove Grovers, number 10, Mason Hermanstead. Number 30, Cale Bauer. Number 51, Oscar Francis. Number 76, Noah Scatfold. At number 29, Jose Alcivar. Number 18, Ethan Dudek. Number 44, Jesse Peterson. And number 54, Andrew Green. Number 21, Trayvon Rodriguez. Number 20, Jake Wolf. And at number number 50, Jordan Peterson.
And Jordan Peterson is a junior defensive back for the Grovers, number 50 there. Your kick returns for Oak Grove will be Cole Fun, along with Cody Card and Ryan Donabauer. The kicker will be Jordan Dietz. The punter will be Josiah Dietz. For the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, Cole Walt and Trey Burnell will be your kick and punt returners. The kicker will be Josh Coling, and the punter will be Jaden Mitzel. So we'll skip that final timeout since we've already done a bunch of the timeouts already. And let's see here, 12 minutes, right? Yep, that's what they have on the clock here.
The football season sponsor. Sunderland Group would like to extend a warm welcome to the visiting Shiloh Christian Skyhawks and all Grover fans. Thank you, Sunderland Group.
And I forgot to turn on our football scoreboard here, so we're going to do that really quick.
And now let's rise and get ready for the kickoff.
All right, so once again, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks will be kicking off, moving from right to left here in the first half, with the Oak Grove Grovers will be back to receive. It'll be Cole Fund and Cody Card back in. Let's see here. Ryan Donabauer might be back there too. I can't quite see if that is a 22 or a 28 for the Grovers. And we are underway here at Shanley High School in South Fargo as the Grovers will get the ball there just inside the 20. He'll cut to the near sideline, bring it over the 25, tackled by a group of Skyhawks, and he'll come down. They'll probably mark that at about the 26, 27-yard line to start things off here for the Oak Grove Grovers.
Yeah, that was a nice kick by Josh Coling. Kicked down to about the 15-yard line, and guy running it got about 10 yards on it. They're going to mark it on the 27-yard line, so the Grovers will start 1st and 10 from their own 27.
So our first play of the game here. 1st and 10 from the 27. Put my roster on the floor there. Your quarterback is the sophomore Josiah Dietz. He was in the shotgun formation and not much on that play there.
No, he was tackled by Cole Walth and Jaden Mitzel on the tackle. Probably lost a yard on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 11 for the Grovers.
So loss of 1, 2nd and 11, and Dietz will be in the shotgun formation once again with 2 receivers to each side. He'll hand it off there, and he'll cut up through the middle. Now break away to the far side, and he's going to have some room to run here. Cross midfield at the 40, at the 30. Chasing him down is a Skyhawk trying to rip the ball away, and he'll be brought down at about the 10-yard line. That was a nice play there for the Grovers.
One of the Grovers had a heck of a block, knocked Josh Coling straight down, and he was on his wheels. Trey Brunell turned on his afterburners and just caught him on the 10-yard line. So that was a major pickup for the Grovers.
Huge play for Oak Grove, putting them in a great position here.
That was number 28, Ryan.
Looks like he'll be right on the 10, so that'll be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Will not set up the chains. Clock will restart here with just under 11 minutes to go. Pass to the near side, and I believe that might have been Cole Fund, the junior wide receiver, on the reception there, and it was.
Yep, first pass of the game was complete. Be 2nd and goal for the Grovers. Looks like from their Skyhawk 11-yard line.
Man in motion to the near side. Once again, Dietz in the shotgun formation. And it'll be a pitch into the arms of Cody Card, and Card will sneak it inside the 10 to about the 8 before he is brought down by a group of Skyhawks.
Yeah, a little pitch play there, something different, something new to look at. Didn't get him a whole lot. Isaac Herringer on the tackle. Bring up 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line of the Skyhawks.
So once again, Dietz in the shotgun formation. I haven't seen him under center yet, or I wasn't paying attention on that first play, one of the two. Two receivers far side, one near side, and it would have been a pass out into the flat there that drops incomplete. I believe that was Ryan Donabauer, the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's correct. It was right to him. He just dropped it. It's probably a good thing he did drop it. Jaden Mitzel was right there ready to put a lick on the way it looked if he would have made the tackle, but
probably would have resulted in a loss of 3 or 4
yeah,
yards had he
I
made the
think
catch
so.
there.
So it brings up the 4th down here. We'll see what the Grovers can do.
So you got Ryan Backyard near side here, and then two receivers far side with Dietz in the shotgun once again. 9:37 and counting to go here, and it's 4th and down. And they'll go to the end zone, and he's got his man. Back corner there, I believe that is Backyard. Couldn't quite see the jersey numbers. Is that one? Those jersey numbers are a little bit harder.
Yeah, the jersey numbers are tough to see. It might have been Cole Fun too, number 16. Can't quite make it out, but it's
We'll
a
see
nice
if we can
pass.
take a peek through the binoculars here.
Is it 16?
Yes.
So that's Cole Fun.
Cole Fun gets the touchdown pass.
Rovers will try for an extra point kick here.
It's the first kick we've seen here on the season on the ND Sports Channel. All been 2-point conversions up until now. Once again, the kicker is Jorgen Dietz, and he'll put that one up, and that one's up and in, and it's 7-0 Oak Grove.
Wow. Rovers answered quickly here.
Touchdown catch by number 16, Cole Fun.
And I don't know how the one got on there for Shiloh, but we'll take that off and stop the clock here. All right, so 7-0 on the 8-yard touchdown pass there to, who do we decide that was it?
Cole Fun.
Okay.
Yep. That was that whole series was set up by that long running play. Was that Ryan Donbauer? The run on that?
Backyard, actually.
Backyard.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Number 28 is Ryan Donabauer, yes.
Donabauer,
Yep,
yeah.
Donabauer had the run.
That had to be a 70-yard run.
Yeah, it was right in that general area there. So we'll see how the Skyhawks respond. You've seen the Skyhawks more than I have. When they get down quickly in the game, what's usually the game plan that they come out with there?
They're gonna come out fired up. They're gonna want to attack. They don't go down lightly. I would imagine they will come out here and show what they got here.
All right, so Cole Walth on the far side, Trey Brunell on the near side, receiving here for Shiloh Christian, and kicking off will be Jorgen Dietz for the Oak Grove Grovers. So Grovers get a confidence booster here, getting on the board quickly.
And their kick is off.
Nice kick
And
down
that
to
will
the
be
12-yard
taken
line.
by Brunell. Brunell will go to the outside across the 30, 35. He'll barge through one or two defenders and pull it up close to the 40 at about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice return by Trey Brunell. Brought up to the 38-yard line where the Skyhawks will take over and downs 1st and 10.
The return was made by number 12, Trey Brunell. Tackle made by number 54, Andrew Green.
All right, so we're going to take the game clock off because it's not starting and stopping like it's supposed to. But we'll make that adjustment, and it's a lot less blanks on your screen than last week, that's for sure. So the Skyhawks will break the huddle here. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, down 7-0 on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Josiah Dietz. And now the handoff, and they'll cut to the near side, and he has one man to beat. That is Braden Keene, I believe, and he'll get taken down out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Mitzel handed off to the fullback, Braden Keene, and he had one guy to break. Number 16 for Oak Grove Grovers, Cole Fun, got the tackle, but that'll be a 1st down for the Skyhawks. Ball down on the 48-yard line of the Grovers.
All right, so we'll see what the Skyhawks here do on the second play of the drive, and Mitchell's going to drop back, looking near sideline. Now he'll pull it down and throw it short to Keene, and he dropped it. He may have gotten 1 or 2 yards on if he would have caught that one. He didn't have a lot of space and room to run on that if he would have reset.
Mitchell was looking deep to Isaac Herringer, but he got delayed in traffic a little bit. Jaden scrambled a little bit, saw Braden Keene hit him in the chest, but the ball just fell out of his hands, and second down 10.
So man in motion is Cole Wall. They'll fake the handoff and give it to Keene. Keene goes right through the middle, brings it up over the 45 to about the 44.
Nice tackle by Cole Fund again from the Grovers.
That will set it up at about a third and 6, I believe. They have 3rd and 5 on the scoreboard.
Brings up third down.
And 3rd and 5 it is indeed. So Mitchell dropped back in the shotgun now with Braden Keene right beside him, 2 receivers far side, and now he's looking near side. Avoids the rush, rolls out to his right. He's over the 45, looks like he's gonna tuck it. He kind of catches the seam there between those 2 defenders and brings it up over the 40 to about the 38. He'll be close to a first down.
Yeah, Mitchell cut the scheme, got through there. He picks up a first down for the Skyhawks.
So Skyhawks moving the ball here pretty well so far on the first possession of the game.
Yeah, Skyhawks will move those chains again, 1st and 10.
Isaac Herringer near side. Right beside him there is Trey Brunel, and he's going to go to Brunel. And Brunel will make the catch at the 36, bring it up over the 35 and out of bounds at about the 31, 32-yard line right in front of the Oak Grove sideline here.
Yeah, Trey Brunel, nice catch. Turns it up to the sidelines. Gets up to about the 32-yard line of the Grovers. Be 2nd down and 5.
Second and 5 with 8:15 to go here in the first quarter of play. And it'll be a handoff. They'll go right up the middle and get about 2 on that carry.
Yeah, Braden Keene, fullback for the Skyhawks, took it up the middle again. Picked up a couple yards on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and maybe 3.
So Braden Keene will get a breather on the sideline there. Not much of a huddle there for the Skyhawks. I don't even know if you could consider that
they're
called
looking at
breaking
their
the
wrists.
huddle.
The play is on their wristbands the way it looks.
So Mitzel under center. Cole Wolf in motion. They'll hand it off to Wolf. Wolf will push it up close to the 25, down at about the 26.
Appears that he'll get the first down, depending on the spot of the play.
And it looks like they did indeed award him the first down. They'll stop the clock for the moment at 7:34 so they can move the chains, and now they'll start the clock again.
Move the chains. Ball's resting on the 27-yard line of the Grovers. 1st and 10 Skyhawks.
Mitzel under center once again. Looks like Keene in the backfield.
Trey Brunel around the corner.
Brunel around the corner. 20, 15, 10, 5. Stiff arm, and he's pushed out at about the 4 on the far side there.
Carried by number 12, Trey Brunel.
It's a nice play, nice run by Trey Brunel. Took it to the opposite side of the field and picks up another Skyhawks first down. Took it all the way down to about, looks like the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Skyhawks.
So Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Mitzel's under center. And man in motion coming to the near side. And he'll look to the corner, and he's got Trey Brunel in the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 7-6. Skyhawks are on the board.
Absolutely. That was a very pretty play. Jaden did a fake to Braden Keene up the middle, which they had been running, but he pulled the ball out. Trey Brunel out on the flat, wide open. Touchdown Skyhawks.
Excellent play there by Mitzel and the rest of the Skyhawks. And they'll line up for 2, I would imagine, based upon what we saw last week, but we'll see here when they break the huddle.
We'll see if they changed anything. They didn't have, I think, they were 2 for 5 last week.
2 for 5, I believe it was, yes.
Oh, the coach is throwing in the block, kicking block.
So it looks like the Skyhawks will indeed try an extra point.
They will. Trey Brunel looks like he's kicking.
And Brunel will put that one a little low, and it will remain 7-6. So the Grovers hang on to the lead here on the missed extra point.
That ball barely got above the linebacker's head, unfortunately. Skyhawks fail on that extra point, so then the Oak Grove Grovers are still ahead, 7-6. 7 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock.
Mitzel to Brunel for the touchdown pass. Extra point fails. They haven't had a lot of success with any extra points so far.
No, they got to get that figured out.
Yeah, any word from practices on what they talked about after the last game there on the 2-point conversions?
You know, I have not heard
You don't have any
anything.
information? That's fine. That's
I
fair.
don't think they have an official place kicker. This is new for them.
Oh, okay.
You know, last year we had Shea Huntington that did a pretty good job at that. But they're gonna have to figure it out. They don't have someone that can put it through the goalpost. Of course, they're gonna have to go for 2 and convert on those. Last year they were pretty successful on the 2-point plays. A lot of times they passed those. They did little rollouts, tight end rollouts, or a fullback rollout. And that's what they did last week. They got two extra points attempts good on doing that, but they also failed on 3 others. Kicking off for the Skyhawks from the 40-yard line is Josh Coling.
Nice job by our camera person there to get it there just in the nick of time, and that'll be received out of the 19. They'll come to the near sideline here, across the 30, 35, making a move, and getting pushed out of bounds there was Cody Card, the sophomore for the Oak Grove
Card, he
Grovers.
did a nice job turning it up hard. He saw the hit coming from Trey Burnell, lowered his shoulder and took the hit, got a couple extra yards. Trey Burnell knocked him out. Grovers will start 1st and 10 from their own, let's say 20.
Holding on the receiving team will back them up.
Well, there's a flag on the play, so that'll back them up. There was holding.
Holding on the Grovers.
Yeah, back them up 10
So
yards.
send it all the way back to about the 19-yard line. It's looking like where they'll spot the ball. And I believe it'll still be 1st and 10 since the penalty occurred on the run back. So 1st and 10 for the 19 for the Grovers. Josiah Dietz, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun once again. And they'll immediately hand it off and nowhere to run. That is Stephen Pacino on one of these Skyhawks in on the tackle there.
Now it's Ryan Downenbauer again with the run. Picks up about 3 yards on the play, bring up a 2nd down and 7. Stephen Pacino had his slowed him down, but it was Josh Lardy that came in there and did a little cleanup work.
So Dietz in the shotgun with Downenbauer, and the man in motion there is Cody Card. And it'll be a pitch to Downenbauer. He'll go to the outside, bring it over the 35 or 25, and he breaks loose. And he had a run like this on the first possession. He gets dragged down at the 35 of the Skyhawks. That run not quite as long as the previous one, but still damaging for the Skyhawks.
That was a 40-yard running play again. It was the same play as before. There was 2 Skyhawks that met him, did not tackle him and bring him down. He escaped their hands, and Trey Burnell caught up to him again.
1st down.
So Skyhawks are going to have to do a much better job of tackling. And Skyhawks call a timeout. I imagine Coach Carlson is going to have a nice little discussion with the boys there about tackling correctly.
All right. Well, with that thought there, we'll take a timeout as well. 6:07 to go, first quarter of play. The Grovers lead the Skyhawks 7-6 here on the ND Sports Channel. Back in a moment.
Download Game Time today.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, as we come back, 1st and 10 here for the Grovers. Handoff outside, and not much on that one there.
No, that was Cole Fund. He was trying to get to the outside. Evan Baker did a nice job of getting through the line. He had the tackle. He slipped him somehow. Got around to the end and picked up 5 yards on the play. Trey Burnell stepped up and made the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
His receiver on the near side is Jake Lang. He's a senior for the Grovers into the matchup for the first time. And that'll be a TFL there. As Midsole and a couple other Skyhawks in on the tackle for the loss. And that'll be a loss of about 3. Set up a 3rd down and 11 approximately, 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, Donnenbauer, he's got some speed. He's coming out of the game right now. He got shaken up a little bit there, like got hit pretty hard. He's going to come out and take a break. I'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Grovers.
Jesse Peterson into the game now for the Grovers as well. He'll set up on the far side of the line, number 44 for the Grovers. Jake Lang is the far side receiver. Near side receiver there is Cody Card with Josiah Dietz in the shotgun.
Back to
Dietz
pass.
will drop back. Screen out into the flat. Not much on that one. Matter of fact, it was a loss of 1.
Yeah, Cole Walth read that one all the way. Saw the pass coming immediately when he caught the ball. Cole just tackled him down. Bring up a 4th down and 12 for the Grovers.
Well, whatever was said in that timeout, the tackling techniques have gotten a little bit better
Yeah,
so far, unless it's too early to say that. But
No, like I saw the redness in Coach Carlson's face there a little bit. I knew the guys were going to get a little bit of a talking to, which they should have.
So 4th and 12. Josiah Dietz is the punter, and he'll punt it near side, and I'll roll all the way back towards the goal line. And he'll take a Grover bounce, and they will touch up on it and pin the Skyhawks at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. That ball was going towards the end zone, and then it did a little turn, and then it went. It just stopped right on the 1-yard line.
Usually the jet streams are a little bit higher in the air than that.
The Grovers are set up nice
So
for the defense. Anyway.
4:01 to go here, and the Skyhawks are in a position like this against Harvey Wells County last game, and 4 plays later they were in the end zone.
That's true.
So we'll see what they do here on this particular scenario.
Skyhawks have a lot of weapons. We'll see if Coach Barker calls just run it out of there a little bit, or if they're going to pass it out, or they're in shotgun formation, 4 receivers.
3 of those receivers to the near side. You got Carter England on the far side, and now a whistle.
Grovers saw that formation, and Coach didn't like it. They had 5 receivers going out. I'm not sure what play that was. I haven't seen it, but they called the timeout immediately.
Well, we'll take a timeout as well. We'll take that opportunity and be right back.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. 4:01 to go here in the first quarter of play. The Old Grovers lead the Skyhawks 7-6. Skyhawks, after the Grover punt, pinned deep on their own 1-yard line. They have not run a play yet since that punt. Oak Grove called the timeout as the Skyhawks would send 4 receivers to the near side. Now they send 3 receivers to the far side. Midsole in the shotgun. Receives the snap, and he's looking deep. Near side, and he's looking for Herringer.
Wow.
And he makes the catch. He'll be out at the 29. They might give him these 30, and it looks like he's hurt.
It's a nice catch by Isaac Herringer, 30-yard pass, but unfortunately Isaac is in some pain here. Not quite sure where it's stemming from.
Well, he made the catch, and the Oak Grove defender just kind of popped him there as he was going out of bounds. It didn't look like a significant hit.
No, it wasn't a hard hit. Something with the legs here, the calf, the way it looks like they're massaging his calf muscle right now. Looking at his knee.
All right, well, we'll take an injury timeout here as they attend to Isaac Herringer, and we'll be right back with an update after this.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life. This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
All right, we are back. 3:54 to go here in the first quarter. The good news is Isaac Herringer got up for the most part on his own will, is walking on both of his feet with a little bit of assistance, and something tells me he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he looks all right. I'm hoping he just hyperextended his knee at the most. Isaac's a great kid. He's a 6'5" sophomore at Shiloh Christian, and we'll be praying for him.
Certainly, and he is off the field now, and that will allow us to continue to play. Once again, 3:54 once the clock starts rolling. Mitz on the shotgun. He's looking near side. He's going to throw near side, and he overthrew just barely there. Josh Bowling, the junior linebacker. And there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact on that
there
play.
On potentially Jake Lane. We'll get the official call here as the officials get together to discuss it. And it is indeed pass interference on the Grovers. I believe that'll be a spot foul based upon where the foul occurred, and I'll set the Skyhawks up 1st and 10 at about the Grover 44-yard line, approximately. Let's see where the spot
Yeah, and it looks like the referee is explaining to the Oak Grove coach, he just had his hands, too many hands on him there.
So actually be the Skyhawk 45. Got 10 yards ahead of myself there. Mitz on the shotgun once again. A quarterback keeper goes right up the middle, over the 50 up to the Grover 45, and that should be a first down. If not, it'll be very, very close.
I looked up. Looks like Mitzel gained 11 yards on that run play.
And they will indeed award the first down there for the Skyhawks.
Yeah. Ball now on the 45-yard line of the Grovers. Skyhawks are still in shotgun formation with 5 receivers.
Grover scored first on a 16-yard touchdown pass, and the Skyhawks will respond with a touchdown pass of their own, and that's Jaden Mitzel breaking through the line, up to the 20 and down to about the 16.
Wow, big run for Jaden.
That'll be another first down for the Skyhawks here, and that'll bring the clock to 3:22 to go in the first quarter.
Again, they will go in a no-huddle play here.
Almost like a 2-minute offense with 3 minutes remaining. Mitz on the shotgun, 2 receivers, both sides here for the Skyhawks. Trey Brunel on the near end. There's a flag on the play. There may have been movement on the Skyhawk offensive line. And it is a foul start on the Skyhawks. I'll set them back 5 yards. .306 to go. It'll be 1st and 15 now.
Yeah, 1st and 15 for the Skyhawks. Ball should be at about a 20-yard line. Well, more than that. See where they mark.
Looks like they might mark it around the 17. Oh, now they're going to count it off. So it'll be about the 22.
Yeah.
So now the clock will start again. 3:04 and counting.
Skyhawks still in the shotgun formation with 2 receivers on each side. Fullback Braden Keene.
And Keene will go in motion to the far side, and he'll get the screen pass out there, and he'll get by 1 defender and push it up to the 20, and I would suspect that's where they'll mark it with forward momentum.
Number 24, Braden Kuhn with the catch.
That was a nice tackle by Oak Grove Dylan Sunderland, the way it looked.
Second down.
Like I say, it's a little harder to see their numbers from up
definitely.
here in the press box, but
During the next commercial break, we'll go give a friendly heads up to the PA announcer about Braden's last name there. So we'll do our best to send the message and get it corrected there. So we apologize to the Keene family. Mitzel looked near side, and that one was tipped, and he should have had it, but it went right through his hands regardless of the tip. The intended receiver was Cole Wall.
Number 7, Cole Wolf, was incomplete.
Cole's looking at his hands like, oh, I should have. I could have had a touchdown. That's okay. It was slightly tipped there, and it's just that split second of getting your eye off the ball. Can do that.
3rd and long. They have to get to about the 7-yard line for a first down here. It's 3rd and 14 officially. More like the 8-yard line for a first down. We'll send Keene in motion. Mitzel with a 3-step drop. Now he'll roll to his left, and he'll fire it into the hands there, Braden Keene. He'll get around a defender and bring it inside the 10. That's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be maybe about a yard short.
It looks like it'll be a yard short. We'll see where they mark it. Definitely 4-down territory for the Skyhawks, I would think here, though.
Brings up 4th down.
So 4th down, big play here. You want to worry more about that yard and a half than the touchdown per se here, because if the clock does wind down, you'll just march down to the other end of the field and try it. No chance in risking a turnover here as Mitzel will get under center this time. Man in motion, and they'll hand it off. I believe that's Cole Wolf, and he breaks 1 tackle. He's into the end zone for a Skyhawk touchdown.
Number 7, Cole Wolf with the touchdown.
Grovers had a guy in the backfield there that had his hands on Cole Wolf, but just didn't bring him down. So luckily for the Skyhawks, Cole Wolf turned his hips and his head down and made it in that end zone. Nice running play by Cole Wolf.
We'll see if they try for 2 here, if they're going to do another extra point attempt here. Once again, you can text us at the game, 701-373-1873. Phone calls will be a little tough to answer, just the FYI. We do have somebody calling our station cell phone right now. But you can certainly text us any information, and we'll bring that along to you. There's a flag on the play here. I didn't see.
Looks like it's motion on the Skyhawks.
Okay, another foul start here. They'll set up 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line, maybe the 8.5. That's the 2nd foul start penalty here on the Skyhawks in this game. 12-7, Skyhawks lead. It was an 8-yard touchdown run for, write this one in here so we don't forget it, or an 8-yard touchdown pass, to Cole Wolf.
There comes the extra point attempt by the Skyhawks. Mitzel in shotgun formation. Another penalty. What's it going to be this time? It's on the Skyhawks again.
All right, so we appreciate that text message, and we'll get that graphic fixed on our screen there. Our number is actually 1843 and not 73. And I knew that. I was just looking at the screen when I rattled it off there. So thank you. We should have known that. That was my bad. I don't expect you to know it. The phone number there at the bottom right of the screen is wrong, so we'll have to get our graphics guy to update that here ASAP. So thank you once again, and we'll get that. We apologize to that guy in Jamestown who's getting all of our messages and phone calls. We'll get that changed ASAP. Mitzel rolling out to the near sideline. Now to the end zone. That one's tipped and incomplete.
Pass incomplete to number 2. Brings up second down Skyhawks.
The Skyhawks 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions so far.
There we go. Now our phone number is correct on the screen there. 1843. Once again, we do apologize to that person in Jamestown who has the 73 number.
That was a long ways to go for that extra point, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Wasn't it? Man. But the Grovers did a nice job of playing defense there. Eliminated the 2 extra points. Skyhawks wish they had.
We'll take a short timeout. We'll be right back with the kickoff here. Skyhawks take the lead, 12-7. 1:22 to go here in the first quarter.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. 12-7 Skyhawks. Number 53 for the Grovers is Dallas Sunderland. He's a sophomore outside linebacker, defensive lineman. That answers the question for one of our viewers asking who number 53 was for Oak Grove.
So minute 22 left in the first quarter here.
And it's a low kick, and it's picked up at the 15. Brought up to the 20, 25, and right up to the 30-yard line. That's where the Grovers will start here. I believe it could have been Donnenbauer on the return.
I think it was Cody Card, number 22.
It was Cody Card.
Cody Card, and he was tackled by Trey Brunel. The Grovers will take over in downs with a minute 17 left in the first quarter. Be 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Once again, this game and all of our games are available for a 24/7 on-demand replay at our website, msportsnet.com, within about 30 minutes after the conclusion of the original broadcast. So Josiah Dietz in shotgun. Ooh, and the Skyhawks may have gotten away with one there. Now they're going to shoot the pass out far side. I believe that was Jorgen Dietz on the reception.
Yeah.
No, Jake Lang, excuse me.
Jake Lang, beautiful read by the quarterback, Jorgen Dietz. He hit Jake Lang in full stride. And boy, if the Skyhawks weren't back there for that, he would have scored an easy 6.
So they'll bring the ball into Skyhawk territory here. 1st and 10 from the Skyhawk 39. Just under a minute to go here. Dietz in the shotgun, he'll pitch it out. I believe that's I want to say Donnenbauer. And when he moves, and it was.
Yep, that time it was Donnenbauer. Had nice yardage on the play. He was tackled by Josh Lardy and Josh Coling, but not after he picks up 7 yards on the play.
So I'll set up a 2nd down and 3 with about 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dietz in the shotgun once again. 3-step drop, throws near side, and that one's got his man Cody Card in the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown Grovers. Another beautiful pass by Jorgen Dietz to Cody Card. Those two had a few connections that drive. And the Grovers go up 13-12. Well, we got a game here.
We do.
And it's only been 1 quarter. Seems like it's been a half already to me. I don't know about you. But
no, I agree with you, full 100% there. So it was a 30-plus yard pass as the Grovers will line up here for the extra point attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, and it will sneak inside the near post.
Yep.
So the Grovers retake the lead, and they lead the Skyhawks, edging them out by 2 at the moment, 14-12. with 6.5 seconds to go in the quarter. We will keep it right here. We won't take the break until the quarter break. We did have a chance to sneak over to the other press box, and they were very thankful. They will say Braden Keene from here on out for the Skyhawk fans who were wondering about that. So. Still feel bad about the guy in Jamestown getting all those text messages. So.
Right.
Yeah, you can walk in that door over there. Yeah, the PA announcer's over in the other press box. That's one thing about the ND Sports channels. We always have fans come up and talk to us in the press box. It's a press/fan box here.
I guess so.
So once again, 6.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll keep it here. Usually we take a break after a scoring play, but considering it's only 6 seconds, we'll keep it here and wrap up the first quarter of play here on the ND Sports channel. You know, the Skyhawks with a couple missed tackles, but it's really a pretty tight game here, a pretty even game for both teams.
It is.
And the scoreboard would reflect that.
Jorgen Dietz here with the kickoff for the Grovers. Trey Brunell picks up the ball from the 15-yard line, runs it out.
30-35, now he cuts back into the middle, be dragged down just shy of the 40 at about the 39-yard line, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. With your score, Oak Grove 14, Shiloh Christian 12. We'll be back in a moment with the second quarter of play as the teams won't have to move far to switch fields here. And the Skyhawks will start with would it be their third possession of the game, I believe?
This will be their third possession, yep.
Right after this.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Download Game Time today.
All right, here we go with the second quarter of play now here. And the Grovers lead 14-12. Every touchdown has been a touchdown pass. 2 by the Skyhawks, 2 by the Grovers. And the Grover fans are off to the far left from where we're positioned at. They're chanting defense as the handoff will come here to Trey Brunell, and he'll get pushed out at about the 43-yard line.
Number 12, Trey Brunell with the ball carry.
Picks up, I'm going to say 4 yards on the play, bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Skyhawks.
And I would agree with that with 11:55 to go here in the second quarter.
Seems like it's getting a little dark, but the lights aren't on yet here at Shanley Field.
Hopefully they inform the Oak Grove staff how to turn those lights on. So otherwise we'll be playing a dark game here. That's going to be a reverse handoff to Brunell, who gets it over the 50-yard line and down to about the 46, maybe the 47. Looks like they'll mark it at the 47. Good for a first down.
Skyhawks do a little counter play there. Lead blocker was Josh Lardy, came off the tackle on the left side. Hold.
Joseph Strinden, a senior defensive lineman, comes into the game now for the Grovers. With Mitzel under center and Brunell in motion, they'll fake the handoff, give it to Wolf. He'll go reverse side. He's gonna get met. That was a nice tackle there by that Grover defender.
Yeah, that was Cole Fund again. He's quick.
You have better eyes than I do. I needed the binoculars for that.
Not gonna run around Cole Fund. He is fast. But he picked up 5 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Skyhawks. Cole Fund wasn't there. He would have turned that up.
That would have been a nice
6.
Yeah, definitely. Mitzel under center once again. Braden Keene in the backfield with the receiver to each side and Brunel in motion. They'll hand it off to Brunel. Brunel will get over to the 40, and will he get around the defenders this time? He will, but not by much. And he'll get about a yard closer to that first down, a gain of about 1. Oh, actually a gain of about 4, actually.
That time, Dylan Sunderland and Gavin Nicholas brought him down. Be third and a long yard here.
10:27 and counting. Mitzel under center with Cole Walth in motion. Keene in the backfield as well. Walth will get the ball. Breaks a shoestring tackle and cuts it out. 30, 25, a man to beat. 20, and then as soon as I say that, about 3 other men come up on him and bring him down.
The Skyhawks changed their offense a little bit. Instead of the splits, wideouts, they're running the ball under Mitzel under center. Seems to be having a little more success with that formation.
Once again, my name is Mike Mason. Matt Mitzel alongside me with Janice on the cameras today doing a spectacular job. Skyhawks Grovers from Fargo Shanley High School. Second quarter of play. Mitzel under center with the Skyhawks trailing by 2, 14-12 to the unofficial home team, the Oak Grove Grovers. And now we'll have a whistle on the play and a flag comes in from the near side official. And another foul start. That's the 3rd foul start on the Skyhawks in this contest, and we're early in the second quarter here.
Full start on the offense. Remains the Skyhawks first down.
So yeah, a lot of penalties on the Skyhawks here. That's one thing that drives Coach Barker nuts, I know. That's one thing they'll be working on in the future, I'm sure.
So 9:42 and counting. It'll be first down and 15 from the 25-yard line here for the Skyhawks. Braden Keene in the backfield. Mitzel under center with Cole Walth in motion. They'll hand it off. I think that's Brunel, and it is. He'll sneak by a defender, push his way through the 20, up to the 15, down to about the 13-yard line.
Number 12, Trey Brunel with the carry.
Rovers are saying there was a fumble on the play. They have the ball, but referees are saying the ball was down on contact.
Yeah, Brunel was down on the ground when Cody Card stripped that one out of his hands. Cody Card tried to sell it to the official, but the official not buying it. It's not good enough sale today. So
second down and 2 for the Skyhawks. No huddle offense.
Clock continues to roll. 8:57 and counting. Second quarter play with Keene in the backfield and Mitzel under center once again. Brunel goes in motion this time, and it'll be the fake handoff, and Mitzel will go out far side, and he's got on the far side there. That is Josh Pulling on the touchdown pass.
Really nice.
But there's a flag on the play.
That flag came in late. I'm not sure what happened.
So
Grovers are pointing at the Skyhawks. Ineligible receiver
receiver on the Skyhawks, so that'll take the touchdown off the board.
That's too bad for the Skyhawks.
Undoes a potential touchdown by the Skyhawks. Remains second down.
It was a nice play, minus the flag. So that sets up second down and 2, or second and 7, excuse me. Clock will restart now, 8:40 and counting. Mitzel will come in from the sideline with the play from the coach, join his teammates in the huddle, share that information with them, and now they'll break the huddle and we'll see what they come up with. Send 2 receivers to each side. Braden Keene in the background to the left of Mitzel in the shotgun. Mitzel will drop back. We're looking at Keene in the flat, and he will, For a moment there, I thought he didn't have enough to get it over that Grover defender. That could have been a 6 the other way there.
He underthrew that big time and had the guy open, just not enough mustard on that ball.
On the bright side for the Skyhawks, he overthrew it just enough to prevent that interception there, as Grovers are in a good position. And I thought at first he was going to go out into the flat there, but then I'm kind of wondering if Mitzel kind of was questioning who to throw it to himself, just the way that ball kind of left his hand.
Probably. It looked like he was going to go to Braden Keene up shallow, but then he saw the other receiver open at the tail end of his run there and tried to get it to him, and came up short.
So Coling and Walth lined up on the far side here. And Mitchell's going to go near side into the hands of Trey Brunel, 15, and his foot will slide out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
As a pass to number 12, Trey Brunel, stopped by 55 and 16. Dylan Sunderland and Cole Fung.
Bring up a 4th down and 3 here.
4th and 3, Skyhawks will go for it, or at least that's the look. 2 receivers each side. Mitchell fakes to the left, fakes to the right, rolls to the left, turns around, pressure in the backfield, and he's still looking. He just took too long there, and he got brought down, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Skyhawks. We'll see if the Grovers can take advantage of that.
Take over on downs. 1st down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Yep. Or actually 24, right? 24-yard line.
Correct, yep. So Dietz is in the shotgun. He's got a man to his right. That might be Donabauer.
Pitch.
And it'll be a pitch to who we believe is Donabauer, and he'll cut it over the 25 to about the 26.
Donabauer is impressive. He's got some shifty moves, quick. One of the linebackers was in their backfield, but he put a little shake and bake in it, went by him, picked up 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Grovers.
And I'm not sure if it's a Grover fan or a Skyhawk fan, but they're watching the game from St. George, Utah. They just sent that into us saying thanks for streaming the game. I think the furthest we've had was somewhere in Pennsylvania for a soccer game last year. Handoff and gained maybe 1 or 2 on that play, but not too much.
Ryan Donabauer again on the carry. I think he got it to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 for the Grovers. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock.
.640 and counting as the Grovers. Looks like the official was talking to one of the Skyhawk defenders there. That conversation has come to an end, at least appear, and now it looks like the officials are talking to the Grovers. Okay, so that would more than likely be the case.
I don't know, the clock is still running though, so I don't know.
6:20 and counting at the moment.
6:50, so 30 seconds already have gone off this clock.
Play clock is at 0. That might be what they're. As the game clock continues to roll, I would imagine that there should be a stop in the clock here. This is certainly a delay that is not normal to gameplay. And now we'll have a timeout on the field here, and the timeout's taken by Oak Grove.
That was strange.
I would, if I was the Oak Grove coach, I might want to talk to the official and say, hey, I want that timeout back.
Yeah, right. This football season is sponsored by Sunderland Groups.
All right, well, we'll take a break as well, and we'll come back here, and if we get any information on what happened, we'll let you know.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. 5:52 to go here, and it seems like it's been about 8 to 9 minutes since we've had our last play here. I don't know what happened. About a minute or so rolled off the clock. and we didn't get any hand signals that would suggest what we might have to contribute as far as the reason why.
3rd down and 8 for the Grovers.
Dietz in the shotgun, drops back. He's looking far side, and he dropped it. I think he started to run before he had the ball, and he would have caught that if that wouldn't have been the case.
Yes, that was a fairly nice throw.
I believe the intended receiver is Jorgen Dietz on the far side. He was either Dietz or Lang. Once again, the jersey numbers for Oak Grove are a little bit hard to see from our vantage point if you're just joining into the broadcast.
Actually, Jake Lang was the intended receiver.
Jake Lang, number 3, looks like a number 5. That works for me.
Back deep for the Skyhawks is number 7, Cole Wall. Looks like the Grovers are punting.
Punting on a 4th and 8. And
it's almost blocked.
That was indeed. That one will bounce at about the 45. This one will take another Grovers bounce out of bounds.
42-yard line of the Skyhawks.
42.
Rolls out.
That's not too terrible of a starting field position here for the Skyhawks.
5 minutes, 39 seconds left in the half. Skyhawks got to put it to use.
While we have a moment here, we want to say hi to our friends who are moving to Ellie, Minnesota. And they're excited that they can continue to watch the Skyhawks here on the ND Sports Channel. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. And another Oak Grove fan saying thanks for streaming. It's fun to watch the game from the comfort of his room. 1st and 10, 5:38. You can text us, so we'll give you a shout out. Cole Walt with the ball, trying to look for a hole there, and he won't get much, but he will bring it up over the 45 to about the 47.
Yeah, Cole found a little hole there. Picked up about 5 yards on the play. Cody Card met him there. Nice tackle by Cody. Bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Skyhawks.
And we have a guy who's at the, I'm assuming, I shouldn't say guy, but we have an individual who's at the Naval Academy watching the Grovers play the Skyhawks. Just a little over 5 minutes to go here before halftime, 2nd quarter of play. Grovers up 14-12 on the Skyhawks with the ball, and that'll be, I believe, Braden Keene.
Yep, Braden Keene, full back for the Skyhawks.
He'll get it up to about the 45, maybe the 44. We'll see where they spot it. They will indeed spot it at the 44. That's good for a 1st down for Shiloh Christian.
Skyhawks will move those chains. Crowd is chanting from the Skyhawk area.
I have to admit, Skyhawk fans have traveled pretty well on the 200 some odd mile trip here to Fargo.
Support their teams pretty well.
They are a majority right in front of me and off to the right, and the Oak Grove fans are mostly off to our left.
Cole Walth with another nice ball carry for the Skyhawks. Picks up probably 6 yards on the play, bring up a 2nd down and 4.
So Mitchell under center now. And it looks like a run play, and it is. And that's a nice run play, and that's good for a 1st down. The ball carrier there was Braden Keene. He'll bring it up to about the 28.
The Skyhawks are finding some success running right up the gut, right up the middle. Looks like
that seems to be where the Grover defense weaknesses in their defense. We'll see if the defensive coordinators for Oak Grove can do something about that. So Mitzo under center once again as the Skyhawks are continuing to move the ball down the field here. And it's another run up the middle. Not quite as many yards this time. They'll gain about 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Was it Braden Keene?
Braden Keene was the ball carrier. He was tackled by number 71, Joseph DeJong.
Yep, DeYoung is how you say it. Yep.
Okay.
Said his name a few times in basketball. If I'm wrong, Oak Grove fans, let me know.
Certainly.
3:26, time of clock, and now play. I didn't see any movement, so I'm not sure what this flag is about.
Somebody was lined up over the neutral zone.
This one will be on Oak Grove.
No, Skyhawks.
Oh. So we'll go backwards instead of forwards for the Skyhawks.
Back them up 5 yards.
Well, for the Oak Grove fans, we'll have one more Grover football game for you coming up, I believe, some point in October. We'll tell you more about that here after the run by, I believe that was Trey Brunell,
yep,
right?
Trey Brunell ran that ball. He did a nice job cutting it up. He was tackled immediately by Ethan Dudek. Is that Dudek? Is that how you say his name? Number 18.
I don't have number 18 on my roster, so you must have an updated roster there. 2:47 to go. Once again, that Oak Grove football game will be against Northern Cass, and we'll have that game for you here on the ND Sports Channel.
Pass play here.
So dropping back, near side,
Beautiful.
it's caught, and it's into the end zone for the touchdown. The receiver was Cole Wall.
Yep. Jaden Mitchell to Cole Wall for a 20-yard pass. Beautiful pass right on the spot. Cole got open. 6-point Skyhawks. Up 18-14. Let's see if they can do something about these extra points. The Skyhawks really need them badly. They have not made any of them yet.
A 20-yard connection there from Mitzel to Waltz. We have not seen a touchdown on the ground yet. They're all been touchdown passes for both teams. So the Skyhawks are going to line up to go for 2. And we just got a message from an Oak Grove fan. You did say it right, Matt.
Oh,
Let's do
good.
it. And now the 2-point conversion is in.
Yeah, Skyhawks finally convert one. It was Mitzel handed off to Cole Walth, and he turned it up and got those 3 extra yards for 2 points. So the Skyhawks take the lead with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the half, 20-14.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Skyhawk fans, if you would like a name mentioned on air, let me know. A lot of you I know are watching in Bismarck and beyond. You can give me a text message and we'll get you on the air too. We won't let Mike Mason just have all the fun with all the old Grover fans.
So Grover fans text me, Skyhawk fans text you. Is that how this works?
Sure.
That seems like a neutral broadcast to
whatever
me.
works for you, Mike. I'll take it.
You can text either of us through the duration of this game, and if you say hi, we'll say hi back to you. And we want to thank all those who have sent us messages, and we are happy to bring this game to you. Skyhawks will kick off following a 20-yard touchdown pass and a 2-point conversion. That one's going to roll all the way back into the end zone, and well, no pin on the 1 here for the Skyhawks like they had on them on the Grover kick a couple possessions ago, but it will be the Grovers will start at the 20-yard line here on the touchback.
Nice kick by Josh Coling. Bounced probably on the 15-yard line and then just rolled right into the end zone.
2:36 to go here in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we will check our our statewide scoreboard and see if we can get you any updates on any other games.
Just got to give a shout out to one of our coaches at Shiloh Christian. He's the track coach and also cross country coach, Jaden Radcliffe. Thanks for listening in.
Now a near, just through the hands. Trey Brunell jumped up there and.
Yeah, Trey read that all the way. I think he was thinking 6 before the ball got there. Went through his hands, and he wished he could have that over again.
I'm gonna tonight when I go through game highlights, I'm gonna pause the video on that play and find out what his vertical was. I'm pretty sure it was monstrous. And if it had been a little bit more monstrous, he may have had an interception there.
2nd and 10 for the Grovers. Ball on the 20-yard line still.
So Dietz will drop back. Pressure in the backfield. He got hit, and will that be, I don't know. That's going to be close. There's no flag on the play here.
It could have been called intentional grounding.
Yeah.
He got rid of it just in time. JT Largo and Evan Baker were putting all kinds of pressure on quarterback Jorgen Dietz, and caused him to get rid of that ball in a hurry. 3rd and 10. Also shout out here to Jen Anderson, who's watching in Bismarck. Her son is Caleb Anderson, who also plays for the Skyhawks. Great kid, great player.
Dietz in the shotgun here on 3rd and 10 for Oak Grove with 2:27 to go before halftime. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Dietz will drop back 5 steps, throw far side, and overthrows his receiver, and it's intercepted by the Skyhawks just in front of the 40-yard line. And I believe that was Trey Brunell on the interception.
This time, Trey Brunell got it.
He got it this time.
He put glue in his hands. He said, "This ball is mine."
He's like, I don't have to jump as high for this one either.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty much right to him. I don't know. I think Jorgen Dietz, Jorgen Dietz is the quarterback for the Oak Grove Grovers. He's just getting a lot of pressure in the backfield. Skyhawks are finally getting in there. Got enough pressure in there, and makes them uncomfortable, makes them poor decisions and turnovers.
So 2:18 to go here in the second quarter of play. And after the interception, the Skyhawks will start 1st and 10 there from the 26, 25, something like that. That's Braden Keene. He'll find his way through a couple defenders, and he's going to be close to a first down. Actually, he might be a yard or 2 shy.
That was a nice run by Braden Keene. Did a little shake and bake there on the 30, enough to get loose. Brings it all the way down to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and a long yard for the Skyhawks.
And the game clock just cracked the 2-minute mark, 1:57 and counting. On the near sideline, Bjorn Eide is getting some attention here for the Oak Grove Grovers. It's just off camera, but it looks like he got up, and I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like he's okay. Man in motion, they'll hand it off. I think that's Brunell. He's going to cut through 10-5,
and Brunell, he fumbled it.
Fumbled it into the end zone, and I believe the Grovers fell on it. That'll be a touchback.
Yeah.
So back-to-back turnovers, an interception, and then the lost fumble by the Skyhawks.
Trey was having a nice run there. He was already down to the 5-yard line. It just popped out of his hands and rolled into the end zone. Grovers fell on it, touchback.
So that'll set up a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here for the Grovers. With 1:52 to go here. No, clock is still running. I wrote down 1:52. It's at 1:28 now. We'll go with 1:28. Maybe I misread the clock when I wrote down.
So let's see if the Grovers push the ball, go into some passes here to fight the clock, get down to the other end. See if they can get another touchdown before the end of the half.
That'll be a pass. I think that was Card, and on the tackle there for the Skyhawks was Carter England.
Yeah, Josiah Dietz is the quarterback there for the Grovers. Threw a nice pass to Card. He was tackled immediately by Carter England.
Cody Card, a sophomore for Oak Grove.
Josiah Dietz back in shotgun formation, 2nd down, 7.
Just under a minute to go before halftime. Another drop back, looking to pass, and now he's going to roll. And I don't know if, and he tried to get it there for Jake Lang, but I think that what the mistake was there is to try and go through 2 men who are double your size.
Yeah, he was, he almost was sacked. Trenton Redens for the Skyhawks was just tripped him up as he was throwing it, was on his feet. So that was real close to a sack. Incomplete pass to bring up 3rd down, 7.
46 seconds. Clock is stopped right now. As Matt said, 3rd and 7 here for the Grovers, or for the Skyhawks. No, I'm sorry. I'm mixed up. I just need to stop talking for a second. For the Grovers. Dietz drops back, rolls to his right, and now he's going to fire it downfield, and it's another interception. Another one for Trey Brunell right about midfield. He'll turn it around to 30, the 25, 20, cuts through to the 15, brought down at about the 11-yard line. He
Trey
picked
Burnell.
He picked up that interception at about the 49 and brought it back.
You can see
about
the
42
anger
yards.
he had in his eyes from that fumble. He was going to go all the way, almost made it all the way in for the end zone. Brings it down to what, the 10-yard line?
Oh, I thought I spotted it at the 11. We'll see where they put it, 11 or 10, right in that general
32
area.
seconds for the Skyhawks to get it in the end zone. Boy, Trey is fast.
He is.
He's a track star too. Yeah.
That would explain that.
Yeah.
That would explain that. So 32.5 seconds. Skyhawks lead by 6 and in a good position to add to that lead here before halftime. They'll send 2 receivers to the near side. I believe they have 2 on the far side too. I think I see 3 legs over there. And we have another whistle and a flag. Flag comes from the near side official. Dropped at about the 11. And it's on the Skyhawks again. So they'll move backwards 5 yards here. That's been troublesome for Shiloh here.
Oh goodness, I don't know what's going on. What's that? The 5th penalty, 5th or 6th penalty like that. Yeah, that's got to be driving Coach Barker crazy. Just some fundamental mistakes there, and I'm not sure what it even is on. It's encroachment. Was he?
I didn't see the hand signals, so I'm a foul start or something.
I didn't see a false start, but he might have been. The receivers might have been lined up over the ball.
That could have been.
That's what my best guess would be.
So Mitchell's going to throw it, and it was dropped by Braden Keene.
Right to his chest, in and out on the 10-yard line. He would have been tackled right away anyway, but.
The good news is that stops the clock. If he would have caught it and been tackled, the clock would have continued to roll. So the Skyhawks have 29.3 seconds. Good news, that is, if you're a Skyhawk fan.
Second down and 15 yards to go?
Yep, that'd be correct.
And then another probably 17 yards to get into the end zone. 29 seconds left for the Skyhawks to go to work with.
Need a yard every 0.7 seconds here. If you do the math. That might be Shiloh math. We talked about that last week. And Mitchell will keep it, and he's going to head towards the end zone. He's going to get close. He's going to go to the right, go to the left, and he's going to get in for 6 more for Shiloh Christian.
Yeah, he smelled something in that end zone. Must have been some of his mama's home cooking or something. Nothing was going to stop him. Powered it in to the end zone.
So 23.9 seconds to go. Mitchell will run it in on a 15-yard touchdown run to make the score 26-14 in favor of the Skyhawks. And that's the first touchdown that wasn't a pass in this game.
They will attempt a kick extra point. Trey Burnell is back to kick it. Jaden Mitchell is holder. See if they can get one in there.
So Burnell gets this one up a little bit higher than last time, and it just barely got over. Brunell's one
by inches.
Oh, so we put that one on the wrong side there. Is 27-14 and not 27-15.
So the Skyhawks resume the lead, 27-14 now with 23.9 seconds left on the clock.
So once again, it seems to be a theme here. We'll keep it here for the final 20 seconds of the quarter, in this case of the first half. And coming up at halftime, we'll go over the scoring summary and get some thoughts on the first half here, and to get you set for the second half kickoff as well. You have any shout-outs?
I do. I got Mike Fagerlin and his family, Brandy, and the kids are watching from Bismarck. Of course, their son, Kanan, was a standout player for Shiloh.
Graduated
running
last
back.
year,
Yeah,
correct?
he's going to Concordia now, but he's at the game here as well. He's watching here at the game, but shout out to the Fagerlins.
I have the Naval Academy guy, graduated last year from Oak Grove, so he's knows these Oak Grove guys pretty well. So he's enjoying the game. At least at last time we checked, he was enjoying the game. So
yeah, this is a good game. It's been a good game. Like I said earlier in the program, you know, Oak Grove basketball and Skyhawk basketball have always been rivalries, and looks like they're bringing that to the football game. Both are great schools and fun to watch them compete fun to watch these kids get after it out here.
So Skyhawks will line up for the kickoff. In the backfield, once again, for the Grovers is going to be Cody Card, Kofun, and Ryan Donabauer are all back there.
Kicking off for the Skyhawks, Josh Coling. Here's the boot.
And it's up. That's a nice kick there. It's received at about the 22. Come to the near side here. I believe that's Donabauer. And Donabauer will get pushed down. No, that was Cody Card, and he'll get pushed down at about the 32.
Yeah, and he did not get out of bounds, I don't think, but probably doesn't matter. The clock stops anyway for a change, right?
Yep, change of possession. The clock will stop with 18.8 seconds to go.
So we'll see if quarterback Joshua Dietz goes to the air here with 18 seconds left, or if they just try to run out the clock, come out fresh in the half. Skyhawks will receive the ball, though, because they won the toss, but they deferred the coin toss. So the Skyhawks will get the ball at the opening of the third quarter.
Usually when the lights come on, it's harder to see the jersey numbers. For the Skyhawks, a lot easier.
Absolutely.
when the lights are on. There'll be a handoff here, and he's not going to get anywhere at all. He was met immediately in the backfield as soon as he grabbed the ball.
Yeah,
it might even be a loss of 1.
Our linemen were all over him. Evan Baker, Josh Lardy, Trenton Redens. So it looks like they were taking
it. Halftime.
They were just taking it safe and ran the clock out, huh, Mike?
I would agree with that there. So, all right, we'll take a break here, and we'll put together some numbers and some thoughts and organize our notes and come back with a halftime show. We'll also say hi to those that we haven't said hi to yet. And we'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Download Game Time today.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
All right, welcome back. We're at the half here as the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks lead the Oak Grove Grovers 27-14. Early on, that wasn't the case. It was pretty much all Grovers as the Skyhawks came out flat. What are your thoughts on the first half? I think from my perspective, the first quarter and second quarter for both the Grovers and Skyhawks were completely different quarters that went in favor of the opposite team.
They were.
Yeah.
They were. Skyhawks, in my opinion, came out flat. They came out overconfident. They weren't making tackles, completed tackles. They were getting blocked. I don't know what was in their heads. It was weird. It wasn't the Skyhawks that I'm normally used to watching. Second quarter, they got a little fired up, and there's still the penalties. I don't have track of how many penalties they had and for how many yards, but there was a lot of penalties on the Skyhawks with just I think they were lined up over the neutral zone, my opinion, or else it was a false start. So they, it seems like they woke up a little bit. Granted, to the Oak Grove Grovers, they came out right away. They came out hard and fought.
On their first two possessions, they had a couple of huge runs to set them up. Matter of fact, they scored a touchdown to make it 7-0 off a 16-yard pass. That would be the first scoring of the game. Skyhawks would come back. Mitzel would connect with Brunel. And it would be 7-6, and they would not be successful on that first extra point kick there. Who's kicking it again? Brunel?
Trey Brunel was kicking that one.
I think he got the nerves out on that one. Let's put it that way. And then he would. We'll get to the second one a little bit later here. But then the Skyhawks will get the ball back once again and connect on another touchdown pass. This time an 8-yard pass between Mitzel and Cole Walth to make it 12-6 in favor of the Skyhawks. And then they would convert on the extra point that time for Brunel to make it 13-6. And then Dietz would connect with Cody Card, excuse me. Kyle Card's his older brother that graduated a couple years ago. I still remember him, so I sometimes allow his name to come out. But anyways, Cody Card from Dietz on a 33-yard touchdown pass to give the Grovers back a 13-12 lead. They would get the extra point to make it 14-12. That would be our score at the end of the first quarter. The Skyhawks will come out in that, I think it was the second possession, because I believe the Grovers had the ball the first possession of the second quarter, and then the Skyhawks would turn it over on downs with 7:54 to go in the second quarter, giving the Grovers the ball back, a 1st and 10 on their own 24. They would hold on to I believe they punted on that possession. Skyhawks would get the ball back, and Mitzel would connect with Cole Walth on a 20-yard touchdown pass with 2:36 remaining in the second quarter to make it 18-14 Skyhawks, and then the Skyhawks would get the 2-point conversion to make it 20-14. Grovers would get the ball back, and it'd be Trey Brunel jumping up and just barely missing an interception. I believe it was the very next pass, and he did get the interception. That would give the Skyhawks the ball back, but I believe it was only 1 or 2 plays later. The Skyhawks would fumble the ball into the end zone, setting up the Grovers on the 20-yard line as the Grovers would recover that fumble in the end zone for the touchback. But then Grovers would give it right back to the Skyhawks as Brunel, as you mentioned, the track star. He intercepted the ball right around the 49-yard line of the Grovers, and of the Skyhawks, and brought it all the way back to the 11, setting up the Skyhawks there for what would end up being a 15-yard touchdown run by Jaden Mitzel with 23.9 seconds, and that'd bring us to our current score, 27-14 in favor of the Skyhawks here at the half. Let's see here. Taking a look, we got about 30 seconds, so let's go over some shout-outs. Do you got any shout-outs that have come in that you haven't mentioned yet?
I've mentioned all of them that have come in, so if there's any out there, would love to give you some shout-outs. It's kind of fun to see who's all listening in from the Bismarck area or even any Skyhawk fans, but I had the Fogelin family listening, Jen Anderson and Jaden Radcliffe, one of our coaches at Shiloh, all with shout-outs.
Let's see here. Shout out to Trenton Redens. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the grandparents are watching from Bismarck.
Okay, it's number 55. He's a sophomore here at Shiloh.
And Jim and Jan Bennett, they're watching from Minot. Their grandson is Cole Fun, number 22, I believe it is.
Yeah.
No, check that. It's number 16 for the Oak Grove Grovers.
He's doing a nice job, Cole. He's a fast kid.
And also Cole's aunt, Auntie Tony is watching from Minot on the Magnitude Sports Network as well. Thanks so much for watching. Let's see if we got anybody else here. Ian Pitlick. His brother is Evan Pitlick, number 62 for the Grovers. Evan is a sophomore this year, and he's excited to hear that we'll have that Northern Cast game on in October for the Oak Grove Grovers as well. Once again, if you want to find out what games are coming up, you can go to our website at msportsnet.com. Under the games button, click on stream schedule. You can check out our complete schedule for all of our network stations right there on one page. Well, I think the clock's ticked down to 0. Now they've put about 2 minutes now. Final thoughts on the first half for you, Matt.
Well, we'll see what happens with the Grovers, see if they adjust. Grovers have played a pretty good game. They had 2 critical turnovers there, 2 interceptions that hurt them. If they wouldn't have gotten those 2 turnovers, they probably would be in this game. Because I think the Skyhawks scored on both of those turnovers.
Yes, they did, yep.
Now the Skyhawks will get the ball here. We'll see if they march up the field and score, or if the Grovers can stop them and get the ball back and have themselves score.
For the Grovers, I think one of the important parts of the second half is this first possession and how they react on defense to the Skyhawks' first possession of the second half here. If they can keep the Skyhawks from scoring, that'll definitely go in the Grovers' favor, but they'll need to put together some offense here to close the gap on that scoreboard and make things interesting here. As the Skyhawks, like you said, started out flat in that about the first half of the first quarter. They started to get things rolling a little bit late in the first quarter, and in the second quarter, it was, I think it's safe to say it was all Skyhawks in that second quarter.
I think so, yeah. The Oak Grove Grovers will have to come out and see if they can put the brakes on the Shiloh offense. Shiloh offense has a lot of weapons. They got a big up front lineman. It all starts with the linemen. They got some big kids, some strong kids. If they go to work and do the grunt stuff, then our skill kids can get open and do what they need to do.
All right, well, with that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff right after this here on the ND Sports Channel. Your halftime score, the Skyhawks 27, the Grovers 14. This is high school football on the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, we're ready to go here for the third quarter of play. The clock is set. The teams are about to come off the sidelines. There we go. Camera person was eating Mike and Ike's, one of my favorite candies, and had to go give her a little tap on the shoulder to hey, it's halftime's over now, so we all get the same amount of break at halftime. So. No, she does a fantastic job, always has, and I would guess that she will continue to do so. Once again, I want to thank everybody tuning in. Just got another text message that says nothing more than go Skyhawks. Nice. I'm not sure who that is, but thanks for watching. Yeah. So once again, if you're just tuning in, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks in their white jerseys with the gold helmets and the blue numbers, while the Oak Grove Grovers will be kicking off from their own 40-yard line. They're in the maroon jerseys with, would you say darker maroon? I don't know, that's more of a grayish silver number.
It's almost like a Valley City Vikings maroon.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Back deep for the Skyhawks, Cole Walth and Trey Brunel standing at about the 15-yard line.
And the kick is off, and, well, they're going to ground this one here. And it will make its way back there to, I believe that's Brunel. And Brunel will get to the 35 and across the 35 up to about the 36. So we'll get that crowd mic turned back on here for you.
Cole Fund with that tackle. He was on Trey Brunel. Tackled him at about the 40-yard line where the Skyhawks will start 1st and 10. Let's call that the 36.
I want to say hi to Mindy Kuntz. I'm assuming she's a Skyhawk fan.
She is,
that name
absolutely.
Sounds familiar to you?
Yep, her son is Ty Kuntz, number 18. He's a sophomore, 5'9" quarterback, linebacker.
1st and 10 for the Skyhawks here from the 36-yard line. Mitzel under center. Brunel goes in motion. He'll receive the handoff. He'll cut through the line, or through the hole, I should say, and across the 40 up to the 45. That'd be good for about a gain of maybe 8 or 9 yards on that play there.
Yeah, that was a nice power run by Cole, the lineman up front. Number 78, Dylan Finley, and 77, Stefan Pacino made a nice hole for him there.
So Mitzel under center once again on a 2nd and 2 for the Skyhawks. They got the first down and a little bit more over the 50-yard line to about the 48.
Yeah, this time Cole takes it, same play, just the opposite direction to the left. This time he was met by Cole Fund. And number 22, Cody Card, I believe, made the tackle.
Cole Fund, a junior. Cody Card, a sophomore for the Grovers. It is 1st and 10, Skyhawks. 11:09 and counting to go here. And that even faked me out. But over on the far side there, it's Trey Brunel who will sneak it up to about the 42. Set up about maybe 3rd down and about 4 possibly.
Yeah, that was a nice fake play there. I didn't know who had the ball either. Skyhawks have been doing a lot of no huddle offense. The quarterback calls a play from the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 4. I said 3rd and 4. I apologize. It's 2nd and 4.
Another
handoff there. I believe that was Brunel who will sneak it about a yard or 2 up the field from the line of scrimmage.
The Skyhawks are pounding it on the ground here. Big 3rd down play for the Skyhawks. 3rd and about a, long yard, maybe 2 yards?
You'll say 1.5 yards, to be fair. Good news is they did pass along the information on how to turn on the lights.
Yes.
The stadium lights.
I was a little worried there for a second, but then when I got worried, they came on, so we got light. Beautiful field here.
3rd down and 2 for the Skyhawks. Mitzel under center. Man in motion, I believe that's Cole Walth, and he'll get the handoff, and Walth will sneak it down to their sideline over the 30 out of bounds at about the 29. He was tackled there by Cody Card.
Yeah, so the Skyhawks having some success on the ground here, moving the chains quite nicely. Also want to give a shout out to one of our cross-country runners for the Skyhawks. That's Patrick Wrigley. He's currently a junior, ranked number 1 in the state.
Nice.
For Class B cross-country.
1st and 10, Skyhawks, 9:51 in counting.
Mitzel back to pass. He's going deep.
He's going to the end zone, and he overthrew his receiver. Coverage on the play there by Oak Groves. Let's see here. Take a peek through the binoculars.
Yeah. That pass attempt was to Carter England.
Riley Bachigard was on the coverage there for Oak Grove.
Second down and 10 for the Skyhawks.
And a handoff, and that is Braden Keene. And it looked like he was going to get tackled right away, and somehow he managed about 10, 11 yards off that.
Yeah, nice run by Braden Keene. Brings it down to about the 13-yard line. Get another Skyhawk first down.
9:37 and counting to go here, 3rd quarter of play.
Again, no huddle offense. They're moving the ball.
I don't think they've huddled once this 3rd quarter.
No.
Mitzel under center. Man in motion is Trey Brunel. And they'll hand it off to Brunel. He'll cut through the middle. And like we mentioned this in the first half, they seem to have success going up the middle there. Trey Brunel will sneak it up to, I believe, right around the 5. I can't quite see.
Yeah, it's on the 5-yard line. Let's call it 5-yard line.
They're calling it a 2nd and 1. So 2nd and 1 for the Skyhawks. Mitzel under center. And they'll hand it off here for possibly Brunel. We'll see when he gets up.
Yeah, it was, it was
Cole
Walth. He was tripped up by Cody Card. Cody seems to be in on a lot of plays.
Especially in the 3rd quarter here.
Yeah. Skyhawks seem to be trying to get it around the ends or directly up the middle. Anytime it's around the ends, it seems like that Card kid is right in there all the time.
So it'll remain 3rd down, and it'll be 3rd and 1 now, or 3rd and short. And they're going to bring out the chains and measure this one. So that'll stop the clock with 8:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. And I have to take a peek through the open window here to try and get a glimpse. It looks like the gun might be a little short from what I see, but we'll wait for the official call here. Nope, they did get it. First down, Skyhawks. So it'll be 1st and goal from about the 1-yard line. So 8:43 to go, and the Skyhawks with a 27-14 lead look to make that gap on the scoreboard a little bit wider. A little bit bigger here. We'll see if they can do it. Mitzel will line up under center. Brayton Keen's in the backfield. Brunel's on the near side. Brunel goes in motion. They'll hand it off to Brunel. Brunel has to shake around a couple defenders, and he lost the yardage on that play.
This time he was met in the backfield by Dylan Sunderland.
Looks
nice
like
tackle by Dylan.
Looks like he was brought down at about the 5. So that would be a loss of 4 on the play.
2nd and goal, Skyhawks.
8:07 and counting to go, 3rd quarter of play. Mitzel under center once again. Man in motion comes to the near side is Cole Walth. Mitzel run out to the far side. He still has the ball. Did he throw with his left hand?
He threw with his left hand, and he took a pretty good hit in the backfield as he released that.
He's a right-handed player, right?
No, he's lefty.
Oh, he
He's
is?
a lefty,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess that's one thing I didn't notice before. So.
I can't catch whose number it was that gave him a little licking, but he had to get that ball off in a hurry, and it was low. The ball was passed low to his attempted receiver. Nice pressure by the Oak Grove Grovers that time to cause that incomplete pass.
So 3rd down and 5 now after the incomplete pass. Mitzel pitched that one into the hands of Cole Walth. He's into the end zone. Cole Walth on a 5-yard touchdown run puts the Skyhawks up 33-14 with the point PAT pending.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch play. Quarterback pitched it off to Cole Walth, who's blazing fast too. He's another track star. Took it right to the opposite side and in the end zone.
So the 5-yard pitch / touchdown run by Cole Walth comes with 7:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play and makes the score 33-14.
Skyhawks with a 2-point conversion attempt here. It's going to be a pass, roll out Mitzel.
And he
Beautiful.
got it in there, and
Beautiful.
That's 2 more for the Skyhawks, and I believe it was Cole Walth.
Yeah, Mitzel did a fake run to Brunel to the right, and then Mitzel rolled off to the left. Beautiful rollout, throwing on the run. Cole Walth, 2 points.
So with 7:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, the Skyhawks get another touchdown, and we mentioned that the first defensive possession is important.
Yeah,
now it's going to be the first offensive possession for the Grovers here.
Yeah, Grovers got to answer back if they want to stay in this game.
Yes, I agree with you 100% here.
Yeah.
If they don't score, it could get lopsided quick here and go incredibly in favor of the Skyhawks.
It'd be interesting to see what the Grovers come out with. They've had really early in the 1st quarter, they had success with running the ball to the outside with who was that? Their runner. He did a nice job. Ryan Donabauer. He did a nice job, and then they kind of shut that down. Then they went to the pass with Card. They're doing Josiah Dietz throwing the ball to the Card kid, and they connected some nice passes there. So we'll see what they come out with in the 3rd quarter here.
35-14, once again, 7:51 to go here as the Skyhawks will line it up for the kickoff. Once again, you can follow us on Twitter at ND Sports CH1 or on Facebook too. You can search Magnitude Sports Media Network. Or you can email us at ndsportschannel@gmail.com and text us at 701-373-1843. Plenty of ways to get a hold of us, and here's the kick.
And the kick is off.
Nice
Donabauer will receive it at about the 13. 20-25-30, and he won't quite get to the 30. Falls short at about the 29.
Absolutely, and JT Largo was all over that. Nice tackle by JT Largo on the 19-yard line for the Skyhawks. I got a shout out on Facebook Messenger of all things. This is from Barb Peg. She's the grandma of Evan Baker, And it says most excellent broadcast. Got to watch last week from Phoenix, Arizona, and this week Fieldside. Go Skyhawks.
Nice.
Thanks, Barb, for watching, and thanks for those comments. Love it.
Phoenix, Arizona may be the second furthest away person I'm aware of that we have had watched. So,
Sweet.
So Mitzel's, or check that, not Mitzel. I'm thinking of the Skyhawk quarterback here. It was Dietz. It was in the shotgun, and not much developed on that play. It shut down pretty quick.
Jesse Peterson was the ball carrier. He was tackled right away by Stefan Pakanaw on the line for the Skyhawks. Didn't gain any yardage at all. 2nd down and 10. Also a shout out to Rainey. Rainey's listening and watching from Bismarck, North Dakota. Rainey's a great supporter of Shiloh Christian School. Volunteered so much of her time and energy. Love you, Rainey. Thanks for watching.
Dietz in the shotgun, hands it off immediately. I think that's Cody Card.
Wow.
And it might be Donabauer. We'll find out when he pops up here. But he'll sneak it up to the 40-yard line.
That's going to be a 1st down for the Grovers.
Good number of Grovers, 1st down.
I can't see that number, Mike.
Well, taking a peek through the binoculars here.
Number 28.
It was indeed Donabauer.
Yeah, he's got some nice moves. He's shifty, hard to bring down.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned in a post-game show last week that they've been lacking a runner. It looks like they maybe have found that runner. There's a pass, and I don't know, he didn't quite connect on that one there.
That one wasn't even close.
A little bit low and a little bit outside on the incomplete pass.
He was well covered by Cole Wall.
That'll set up 2nd and 10 here for the Grovers. That last play getting the 1st down, that was a pretty decent play there for Oak Grove.
It was.
Now Dietz will line up in the shotgun once again. Donabauer to his left, 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. That'll be a pitch to Donabauer. He'll sneak it over to the far side and get dragged down shy of the 45 at about the 43.
Donabauer took it up. He's a nice runner, good, solid, hard runner. He was tackled by Josh Lardy and Jaden Mitzel down there. That 2 combination, I wouldn't want those 2 guys on me tackling.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm about double the age of those 2, and I wouldn't want to be tackled by him either. 6:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 for the Grovers here. Big play for him.
Shotgun formation for Dietz and the Grovers once again.
Quarterback
keeper, and he will push it up over the 45 to about the 47 with forward momentum. And that'll set up a 4th down and about 5 or 6 to go.
There was a whole host of Skyhawks in on that tackle. Quarterback keep up the middle. Looked like he was going to break it there for a second, but they ganged up on him. Be 4th and what? 4?
4th and 3.
4th and 3 they
4th
got?
and 3. Scoreboard shows 4th and 2, but I'm counting the hash marks.
They are going for it. They almost have to.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. This is do or die play right here for the Grovers. A big confidence booster if they can convert and get a 1st down. And we'll see if they can rebound if they don't make it.
He's going to kick it.
They are going to punt it. That was, it doesn't necessarily come as a surprise, but it sort of comes as a surprise.
It does. Gets a favorable bounce as well, and it takes it down all the way down to the Skyhawk
18-yard line, right in that general area there. So with 5:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, Skyhawks will get the ball back, leading 35-14. Grovers got those 14 points in the 1st quarter, and they just haven't done anything since then up to this point.
No.
They've had a couple of nice plays, but really haven't been able to develop anything other than those couple of nice plays.
Yeah.
Usually those nice plays fuel something more for a team, but in this instance, that's not happening here in the early portion of the season for Oak Grove.
Right. Comes Mitzel in from the sideline with the play.
Once again, 5:06 to go. 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks here.
Skyhawks break. Mitzel under center. Brady Keene at fullback.
17-18 yard line. Can't quite pinpoint where the ball's at. I'm going to guess 18.
Pitch play to Cole Wall.
To Walt, and he gets dragged down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of about 3 or 4 on a loss on that play there for the Skyhawks.
That was a nice play by Cody Card and Gavin Nicholas.
Brings up second down.
And Jesse Peterson, apparently. He
Oh,
was in on
yes,
that tackle,
I might
too.
have,
according to the PA announcer, anyway.
yeah, 44, yep. Jesse Peterson. I thought it was 24. Again, I'm having trouble reading those numbers on those shirts.
It is not your fault. I'm having the same issue here. So don't feel bad about that at all. There's a few teams on the east side of the state that have color combinations that aren't very friendly to the eyes. So.
Okay. Trey Burnell with the ball carry brings it just across the 20-yard line, maybe to the 20, well, right on the 20-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 9.
Third 9.5 probably is
I
more.
would think the Skyhawks will be in a passing play situation here, unless they get crafty and tricky.
So send 2, possibly 3. Brunel's going to sneak out there as well. So 3 receivers to the far side here for the Skyhawks.
Play from the line of scrimmage.
I think that might be Keene on the outside, and now popping out there for the Skyhawks
That's
is
Cole
Cole
Blotsky.
Blotsky. And Mitzel looking far side. Now he finds a hole, cuts it to the near side. Stiff arm at the 20, and he gets dragged down at about the 22 or 23-yard line. According to the official, he stayed in bounds, so the clock will continue to roll. 3:25, 3:24 and counting.
Grovers got back in that backfield in a hurry. There was just nothing that he could do.
Ryan Donabauer with the tackle.
So Donabauer forces the Skyhawks into a 4th and 9, and I would imagine they would punt here.
Yeah, I would think they would punt. This will be the first time they'll punt in the game here.
And to the best of my knowledge, that punter will be Jaden Mitzel.
That was a nice defensive stop by the Grovers. They answered by defense.
They did. And now they set themselves up to possibly get the ball right around midfield, maybe just beyond it. See what kind of a kick here Mitzel can put up, and well, the kick will have to wait as there's a flag on the play.
Now, if it's on the Grovers, it'll be close to a 1st down, but not quite.
We put them about a yard short of the 1st down.
The referee is counting players, and he counted 11, so there's no
penalty on the play.
penalty on the play.
On the play brings up 4th down.
So we'll redo what we just did. It's officially 4th and 6.
Josh Colling is the long snapper for the Skyhawks on punts, obviously, here. Jaden Mitzel back to punt.
Low snap.
Low
Mitzel
snap,
has to
hits
pick it
the
up.
ground.
And now he's going to have to run for it. And now
Wow.
he will boot it away. How about that? Caught at the 46 and tackled almost immediately.
Wow, that was crazy athletic, actually.
Yeah, that was
about
pretty
it.
nice. That might go on the highlight reel,
Yeah.
even though it didn't generate any points.
That
but-
ball hit the ground before it even got to him, and he picked it up and scrambled because the defender was in there right away, and he still got the kickoff after the scramble.
Believe it or not, Grovers brought that back 7 yards on the return.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like that many yards.
Well, it was
but
Cody Card caught it right away. It was kicked right to him. He took the ball and just ran it upfield, so he did a nice job. So Grovers are in shotgun formation. Joseph Dietz back for the quarterback. Dropping back to pass.
and it'll be low and incomplete.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 2:30 to go.
Joseph Dietz is a sophomore quarterback. It seems to me like the Skyhawks figured something out when they put pressure on the quarterback. He's not quite delivering a fairly accurate pass, and seems to be working for the Skyhawks. But when he's got all day to pass back there, look out. He can connect all day if he's got the time to do it.
It'll be a handoff. And, well, he struggled to get going, and as a result, he'll be brought down probably right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Evan Baker, number 57, a senior at Shiloh Christian School. Met him at in the backfield, actually, and, whoa, you don't want to run into that guy.
That was Donabauer on the run.
So I'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Grovers, 3rd and 12. Dietz back for the quarterback in shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Skyhawks blitz. Mitzel's on him. Gets the pass off. Almost intercepted. In and out of Trey Burnell's hands. That'll bring up a 4th down for the Grovers. 4th and 12. That time, Dietz had no chance, hardly any time to pass. So Skyhawks were in the backfield with their blitz. Skyhawks knew they were going to throw. I think he just called the blitz. Smart play. Brings up 4th and 12, and it looks like they're going for it again here.
With a minute 45 to go here, 4th and 12 for the Oak Grove Grovers. Dietz in a shotgun formation, and he'll drop back and roll, and he'll fire it far side. He's got a man at the 20. Breaks up to the 15. He's taken down right away at about the 14-yard line.
That was a really nice pass by Josiah Dietz. He had a guy wide open. I don't think there was a Skyhawk near him for 10 yards.
That's good enough for Grover.
I think it was Cole Fund who caught the pass. Found that open field and caught a nice pass. Rolled it upfield, brought it down to the Skyhawk 24-yard line where they'll start 1st and 10. Dietz back in shotgun formation. High snap. Passes over the head of Cole Fund this time. So that'll bring up an incomplete pass, bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Grovers.
Minute 35 to go here. I thank Matt for kind of taking over a little bit there as we had to do some handle the camera work here unexpectedly. And we will continue the commentary as best we can here with a cord that's only so long. That might give us a couple. Yeah, there we go. That worked out great.
Awesome. 2nd down 10 for the Grovers.
Minute 35. Dietz in the shotgun. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, man.
You're good.
He'll drop back the pass, throw it near side. He's going to the end zone, and that's going to be way overthrown.
Now that time that was attempted to Cole Fund again, but it was thrown over his head about 10 feet at least.
So I'll stop the clock with a minute 31 to go here.
Yep. Minute 31 in the 3rd quarter. Bring up a 3rd down situation for the Grovers. We'll see if they go to the ground or to the air. I imagine to the air.
3rd and 10, right?
3rd and 10, yes, sir.
Oh, I got it right here on the screen over here. That's nice.
It is a pass play indeed. He's got time. He's got a receiver.
And he caught it right at the 20. Sneaks his way up to about the 18.
Nice rollout by Ryan Donneballer. Caught the ball. He was tackled immediately by Raven Keene. Not enough for a 1st down, but he picked up about 5-6 yards on the play. Be 4th down and 4. And I would imagine the Grovers are going to go for it here.
They almost have to, Matt, with a minute 4 and counting to go here.
They got
the 3rd quarter.
They need to score here. If they can score, they still have life. If they don't score, it's going to be tougher.
Dietz will drop back, roll to his right, fire it near side, and he almost had his receiver there, but it slipped through his hands. I couldn't catch the jersey number
That
there.
was actually a very nice rollout by Josiah Dietz. He had Cole Fund just open barely. JT Largo was right on him, but it was in and out of Cole's hands. And unfortunately for the Grovers, the Skyhawks will take over on downs, 1st and 10 going the other way. Mitzel coming in from the sideline from Coach Barker, has the play, gives it to his teammates. That was that good old Shiloh Skyhawk counter play. Trey Burnell with the handoff, gets the ball. Tackled right away by Dallas Sunderland, I believe it was.
Now set up 2nd down and about 5, more like maybe 6.
Yeah. For the Grovers, Evan Pitlick, if I say the name right, is coming out, and in for him is number 66, Ben Fan.
13 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. I would imagine that they'll let this clock run out, and we'll just go to the 4th quarter here.
They are letting
with your
the clock
score
run
35 to 14. in favor of the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, and that will indeed end the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back with the final 12 minutes of this one, at least to the best of our knowledge. Back in a moment here on the Andy Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter of play, and the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks lead the Oak Grove Grovers 35-14. Mike Mason with you here, and Matt Mitzel on the color commentary. It's 2nd and 7 for the Skyhawks to start the second quarter of play here, and they'll have the ball at about the 20-yard line. Now the officials will allow play to start. Mitzel will be under center here with the man in motion, and I believe that's Brunel. Mitzel will roll out, and he will get, that's Josh Coling on the far side, I do believe. And the pass is complete, just shy of the 30, and it might be enough for a first down.
It was really close. It is a first down. Nice 10-yard pass from Mitzel to Coling.
So 1 for 1 on the Skyhawks here on the first possession of the fourth quarter, and we're at 11:47 to go, and it's another 1st and 10 this time. They'll set the ball up at about the 29-yard line, I believe, is not 28-yard line. Skyhawks will break the huddle. 11.5 to go. 1st and 10 from the 28. Man in motion comes to the near side, and it'll be a pitch. And they'll run it over the 30, 35. He's going to cut to the sideline. It's Trey Brunel at midfield, and he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds at about the 48. Looks like they'll give him a couple extra yards at the 46.
Nice pitch play to Trey Brunel. Got around the end and turned on the afterburners.
And he was this close from being in the end zone. If that out of bounds line had been another 6 inches to further closer to us there, he would have been a lot further down the field than he was. So Skyhawks with another 1st and 10 now, this time from the Grover 46-yard line. It'll be another pitch. This one goes to Cole Wolf. And Wolf will get spun down at about the 35, 36, right in that area.
So the Skyhawks continue to have success on the ground, moving the ball pretty easily with Cole Wolf and Trey Brunel, and sometimes Braden Keene as the fullback. Brings 2nd down and 1 for the Skyhawks.
I also want to say hi here to Kim Hall, a Skyhawk fan watching, as well as I believe it's Evan Carroll Herringer, Isaac's grandparents, Skyhawk fans watching. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate the comments. 2nd down and 1 for the Skyhawks. Man in motion, and they will hand it off. And that'll be Braden Keene, and he got the 1st down. They'll push him back, but they'll give him forward momentum, and they will see where they mark it, but I'm pretty sure it's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, he was stopped by Trevor Yagi. Nice-looking big kid. Braden Keene ran into him, and it wasn't going any further when he ran into him.
Trevor Yagi attended Shanley a couple years ago, and then he transferred down to Breckenridge, and now he plays for Oak Grove, so he's been around the area here a little bit.
Nice.
10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. The Skyhawks with the ball, and you could probably say a comfortable lead at 35-14. And it'll be a pitch play here, and I think that's Brunel with the ball, and he'll bring it up over the 30 to about the 28. Maybe it looks like the 29.
Well, pitch play is working nice for the Skyhawks. You got to be happy with that play. Pitching it to Trey Brunel and Cole Wolf on the other side. They're using their speed. These guys are really fast, and when they can break out there and hit those holes, they're a formidable weapon to stop for sure.
9:21 and counting. Second down and 3 from the 29-yard line.
This time Skyhawks are in shotgun formation, 2 split out receivers on each side.
And some movement. I think that might have been Oak Grove who popped up first. We'll see. Nope, it's another foul start. I mean, they cleaned it up, sort of. They had a bunch of them in the first half. I think this is the first one in the second half here. Maybe it's the second one in the second half, but still too many if you're the Shiloh head coach here.
Yeah, too much of that stuff going on there for the Skyhawks.
I'll stop the clock for the moment at 9:06. Clock will continue to roll. 9:05, 9:04, 9:03, 9:02, 9:01. And counting. Braden Keene will receive the handoff. And he stiffs arms his way up across the 30 to about the 29-yard line.
So the Grovers thought that Skyhawks were going to go in pass motion there, spread out the field, and they take the fullback, Braden Keene, up the middle. Skyhawks are tricky. They got a lot of weapons up their arsenals, in their arsenal. Grovers are doing a nice job, though.
2 receivers each side once again for the Skyhawks. And it's Keene with the ball. For a moment, I thought Mitzel was going to go on a QB keeper there, but that was a nice hidden exchange, we'll put it that way there, between Mitzel and Keene. So that'll be enough for a first down, temporarily stopping the clock at 8:07. It's supposed to stop the clock at 8:07 so they can move the chains, but the clock never stopped. To the best of my knowledge, that rule has not changed, but I'll have to double check the rule book, I guess. So the clock didn't stop on that first down. Still 7:52 and counting. Mitzel did indeed hand it off. I couldn't quite see who that was. Was it Keene again?
It's got to be Keene again because it came from the backfield, fullback.
He would pick up 2, maybe 3 on that play and set up a 2nd and 7. Well, they're giving him 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6 on the play. Skyhawks came out in the start of the second half with a no-huddle offense, and now they are huddling up. Probably to eat up a little bit of the clock.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to eat up some clock here, which they're doing a very good job of.
Skyhawks will hand it off to Keene once again, down the middle, and he'll break a couple tackles, and he's in the end zone. 6 more for the Skyhawks, makes it 41-14. That touchdown run comes at the 7:09 mark of the fourth quarter here. We only had 1 score in the third quarter. That was that touchdown, that 5-yard touchdown run by Cole Wolf. And now with 7:09 left in the fourth quarter, it is 41-14 with the PAT pending here, and it looks like they're gonna kick it again for 1.
They're gonna go for 1. Trey Brunel kicking for the Skyhawks. Placeholder is Jaden Mitzel. Kick is off. Oh, fumble
That was a
kick.
bad snap. Mitzel will pick it up. He'll run to the far side, toss it into the end zone, and nobody there. He threw it away, and so it'll be an unsuccessful. I don't know if I agree with the fake extra point on that.
Yeah, it was not a fake. That came out wrong. You were totally right, Mike. That was the snap came right on the ground. The only thing Mitzel could do is pick it up. By that time, he just stood up and slanted out to the left. Of course, nobody was out there because it was supposed to be a kick, so he just threw it out of the back of the end zone.
was a 19-yard touchdown run, I believe, there by Braden Keene on 7:09, making it 41-14. We'll take a timeout. Be back with the remainder of the fourth quarter right after this.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Download Game Time today.
All right, welcome back. 41-14 on the touchdown run by Braden Keene. 19-yard run, 7:09 to go here, fourth quarter of play. The Skyhawks will kick off to the Grovers here, and the Grovers will have 7 minutes to do what they can. They'll ground that one. I don't know if that was the smartest decision, as that one will roll out of bounds and should put the Grovers at about the 40 on the kickoff out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that on purpose. Just kicked a little high on the ball, and it tail spinned out of bounds right away at about the 30-yard line. So that'll be a flag.
Official trying to get the attention of the Oak Grove coach here.
Yeah. See what he wants to do, re-kick or take the penalty.
All right, so I guess it sets him up at the 35. I thought it was the 40, but I may have been mistaken on that. So first down and 10 from the 35 here for the Oak Grove Grovers. Grovers had the lead at 7-0 and at 12-10, I believe. 12-6. No, check that. They had the lead at 7-0, at 7-6, and 13-12, 14-12. They haven't had the lead since. It's been all Skyhawks, and the juggling act looked good until the ball hit the ground. So
yep.
There for Donna Bauer for the Oak Grove Grovers.
Joshua Dietz's pass attempt was to Ryan Donabauer. It was in and out of his hands, juggling a bit. Saw that Skyhawk defender coming up on him and got a little nervous, and that ball popped out. It's second down 10. The Grovers.
With 7:04, clock is stopped at the moment here in the fourth quarter. Send a receiver to each side, and Josiah Dietz is in the shotgun position with Donabauer to his right. He'll drop back deep, swing it, and it's intercepted. Cole Wolf at the 40, 50, 40, gets a block up to the 30, the 35, 20, and tried to jump over the defender, and he'll be brought down inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line.
Yeah. Josh Coling is who that was. Brought the ball all the way down to the 15, 16-yard line where the Skyhawks will go back to work, first and 10.
Number 2 and not number 7. My bad. So 6:52, I'll write it down to make sure we get it right in our post-game show. Cole Wolf with the interception return to set up the Skyhawks with a first and 10.
There is a flag, though. I just saw a flag on the play.
So the penalty came prior to the interception.
Yeah.
So the
On
Skyhawks
Oak
will
Grove.
decline that penalty, and they will get the ball. Let's see, where are they placing it? About the 19?
It appears the Skyhawks are going to start subbing in at this point with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter, being up by that much. In the ball game is number 74, Kyler Hall. Number 15, Isaac Day. Number 30, Kyler Klein. Number 72, Caleb Anderson. Quarterbacking for the Skyhawks will be number 3, Carter England. Also coming in will be number 25, Jackson Bowler. And someone called a timeout here.
And this week I have all those players on my roster. How about last week I did not have some of those extra players on my roster. Not sure. But we have another Grover whose leg's being stretched out. Can't see who it is. Has a 2 on his jersey at the moment. But we do have a timeout on the field. So we'll take a timeout as well. We'll come back and fill you in on what's happening after this on the ND Sports Channel.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
All right, welcome back. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, also in for the Skyhawks, I saw substituting in would be number 60, William Wilkinson. Number 11, Joy Desir. Number 70, Carson Nather. Actually, quarterbacking is number 11, Joy Desir.
Man in motion there for the Skyhawks is Kyler Klein. And they'll hand it off, and we'll find out who that was in a moment. He gained about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Kyler Klein. He's a freshman, 5'10", 135-pound running back.
Want to say hi to, I'm not sure if it's an uncle or aunt, but Kyler Hall is the nephew, and they're watching the game right now here on the ND Sports Channel.
Also now in for the Skyhawks, number 65, Ethan Gerving. Clock's down to 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
2nd down and 6 for the Skyhawks here, who have a pretty much completely new team on the field.
Snapping the ball is Caleb Anderson to Joey Desir, quarterback.
2 men in the backfield. Looks like it'll be a running play, and they will indeed hand it off there to Kyler Klein. If I said that right. Yes, I did. I got it. One play and I have it down already. That's pretty. I'm pretty impressed at myself for that.
Yeah, that was a nice run by Kyler. He was tackled by, I think, I don't know the Oak Grove players as well, but it looks like they've substituted in their JV players as well here.
Once again, those jersey numbers are a little bit harder to see than the Skyhawk numbers.
They are tough to see from up here.
They're easier to see if they're on the sideline, but out on the field there, it's a little bit tougher. 5:22 and counting. It's 3rd down and 2 for the Skyhawks from about the 10 or 9 yard line. And he's going to get the 1st down, and he's going to be close to right around the 1 or 2 yard line here. It'll be 1st and goal for the Skyhawks off the run by Kyler Klein. Once again, 5:14 and counting here in the 4th quarter. The Skyhawks have a 1st and goal from, I believe, looks like the 2 yard line.
Yeah, that ball's resting on the 2 yard line. 1st and goal for the Skyhawks. JV team against JV team. We'll see what happens here.
Did you say it was Desir? Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
So Desir under center.
Handoff is to Jackson Voller. Voller is real close to the end zone. Did
no
he
call
get it?
yet.
No call yet?
Nope, he's going to be just
he's
shy.
on the 1 inch yard line there. Jackson Voller, he's a senior, 5'7", 190-pound running back, defensive lineman.
Taking a peek through the binoculars here, you could not even put my shoe between the football and the goal line. That's how close it is.
Subbing in for the Grovers, I see number 71, Joseph DeYoung coming in.
Size 10.5, just in case you were wondering if you need exact math and measurements and wanted to do the math on that. That'll be a handoff and a touchdown.
Handoff is off to Jackson Voller, and that is a Skyhawk Voller touchdown.
Comes with 3:55 to go. Matter of fact, it's a running clock now with the 47-14 lead. That was a a 3-inch touchdown run for
Jackson Voller got the handoff from Desir, ran right behind Caleb Anderson, and they converted that into a touchdown. And they'll be kicking again for the extra point. They definitely need to practice in that, so they're bringing back in Jaden Mitzel for the holder and Trey Burnell kicking. Again, the ball hits the dirt before it gets there.
Mitchell will scramble, and he will have a man and a chance to get a 2-point conversion here, and he does.
Jaden Mitzel converted the scribbled pass to Carter England, for 2 points. That was cool. Not supposed to be like that, but
right?
you know.
So with the 2-point conversion there off the unintentional 2-point conversion, that will make the score 49-14 in favor of the Skyhawks. And that was all set up by a interception by Cole Walth, who brought it back to the 19, and they subbed in no, that was an earlier possession. Josh Coling. We said that earlier, and I still wrote it down wrong. Josh Coling on the interception set the Skyhawks up on a 1st and 10 and 19. Then they made all the substitutions, and a few plays later, Jackson Voller runs it in for the 1-yard touchdown run. We'll say it's 1 yard, but it was actually a lot shorter than that. And the Skyhawks now lead 49-14. With the music playing, we'll take a short timeout. Be back in a moment.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
All right, welcome back. 49-14 in favor of the Skyhawks. It's 3:05 and counting. Once again, we have a running clock here. The only time the clock will stop is for injuries, timeouts, or in the event that a point is scored. But like if the ball goes out of bounds, the clock will continue to run. If it's an incomplete pass, the clock will continue to run. And a few other situations there. Nice kick that'll land at about the 15 and take a Skyhawk bounce all the way back to the 6-yard line where the Grovers will fall on top of it. Two and a half to go now. Once again, running clock.
Kickoff is down inside the 10-yard line. Brings up 1st down, Grovers.
I've called a lot of games with running clock in basketball, but I've never done a football game with a running clock before. This is my first one.
All right.
By the way,
you need to just watch more Skyhawk football because I want to be humble, but 9-man, we played 9-man. We had a lot of running clocks.
Oh, okay. But one thing I forgot to mention in our pregame show, this is our 500th game on the Indy Sports Channel.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations,
and,
Mike.
Personally, my 686th or 687th game. I'd have to go look at my sheet.
Well,
but
you do a nice job. We appreciate you covering these.
Certainly enjoy everything that we've done here. And we'll be launching the Minnesota Sports Station coming up here in October.
Sweet.
It'll feature the Breckenridge Cowgirls, who also played in Game 1 on the Indy Sports Channel back when it was the North Dakota Minnesota Sports Network.
That's interesting.
So we'll we wanted to debut it sooner, but we wanted to kind of keep that connection going there.
Well, I know on behalf of myself and all the Skyhawk fans, we so appreciate you covering the last 2 games. It's been a blessing to our fans that couldn't be at the game.
And that's what we're all about. We're here to get the road team who can't make it, the fans. That's what we were all about from Game 1. And we were a radio station back in October 17th, 2017. And thanks to a few sponsors and a few donations, we were able to add video to it.
And I got a shout out just now, a little late in the game, but we're going to shout it out. Glad Sue Lynn Chiter is listening in. Thanks for listening in and watching the game here, Sue Lynn.
It's up 2:02 and counting. And it'll be a run to the near side here. And
Ethan Gerving was on the tackle, the runner. Trying to look at the jersey number. Was it 28 again? Is Ryan Donbauer out there yet still?
It's actually number 29.
29, that'd be Jose Alcavar.
Yes, he's an 8th grader.
Nice.
Alcivar, I believe is how it's said.
Okay.
And Grover fans
nice
watching,
runner.
correct me if I am wrong, but I believe it is Alcivar. Minute 22 and counting. Grovers. It's like a lot of little kids out there.
Yeah, it does.
There's not a lot of height to these junior varsity players. There'll be a reverse handoff here. And I believe that is once again Jose Alcivar. Oh, no, it is. Well, let's take a peek through the binoculars here.
Unless the announcer didn't see the number right either.
Homecoming this year is just 1 month away. Monday, September 23rd to Saturday, September 28th.
Yeah, no, the PA announcer thinks that's 28, but it is indeed the 8th grader, Jose Alcivar. As I peek through the binoculars, it is jersey number 29 and not 28.
Also out playing defense now is number 5, Cole Blosky. Number 18, Ty Kuntz.
35 seconds to go in this matchup here. Skyhawks will leave Fargo with a win.
Caleb Anderson on Carson Nather with the tackle. Handoff was to who? I see you looking at the number with the binoculars there, if you can catch
He's
that
behind
number.
all his teammates at the moment. He's on the back side of the huddle.
Yeah. 10 seconds left. They're
That
going
was-
to let that play clock run
It was
down.
Jake Wolf, a sophomore, on the run there on that last play for the Grovers. And 3, 2, 1, and that will be the final score here. Your final score, once again, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks 49 and the Oak Grove Grovers 14. Well, we'll take a short pause here.
Yeah.
And coming up, we'll take a look at the updated team profiles. We'll take a look at our upcoming schedule. We'll take a look at the player of the game. We'll get some final thoughts, and then we'll wrap things up and get Matt Mitchell on his way back to Bismarck and get me on the way to a pillow and a blanket. So I can go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't quite have as far to go as you do there,
No,
but we
I
wish
got
you
about
a safe
200 miles to
travels.
go.
So, all right, well, we'll take a break and be right back here after this on the ND Sports Channel. Once again, your final score, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks 49 and the Oak Grove Grovers 14. Back in a moment.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Download Game Time today.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Coming up, we'll select a player of the game. We'll take a look at the upcoming games on the ND Sports Channel, tell you how you can find us and follow us on social media and much more. And let's start with taking a look at the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. They improved to 2-0 now. They've outscored their opponents 83-20. Would you say they're well on their way to matching that 441 to 240 mark from 2018 there?
Yeah, they're looking fine-tuned there.
So
rough start, but good finish.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. 34-6, 49-14 wins in their first two games of the season. They'll have Richardson Taylor Hebron next Friday night, followed by Southern McLean, New Salem, Glen Allen, Bowman County, Heart River, and then they'll wrap up the regular season on October 19th at Dickinson Trinity. Richardson Taylor Hebron, what do you know about that team? What do you expect in that matchup? I
think it's going to be a good game. They were young last year, so all those guys will be returning. We saw them at the scrimmage at Shiloh when there was a 4-team scrimmage there. To me, they look like they're fast and speedy, more skill guys. Could be way off on that, but that's just my first observation of it.
And then for the Oak Grove Grovers, they fall to 0-2 on the year now. They've been outscored 65-20 in their 16-6 loss and their 49-14 loss here tonight to the Skyhawks. They'll have the Lisbon Broncos next Friday night, and then the Sargent Central Cadets, followed by the Thompson Tommies, Hatton Northwood Thunder, the Oaks Tornadoes, the Ellendale Edgeley Calm Thunder, and then as I mentioned earlier in our broadcast, we'll have that 1 p.m. game. Make note of that 1 p.m. game against Northern Cass on October 19th to wrap up the regular season. That will be live here on the ND Sports Channel for the Oak Grove Grover fans who are watching. We want to thank all the Grover fans, all the Skyhawk fans for watching us. It's time to select a player of the game. And, I was looking at the game notes here, and it was pretty much spread out evenly among all the players. But there was one player that did stand out, and it was mostly on the defensive side, and that was going to be Trey Brunell for the Skyhawks, the senior wide receiver / cornerback. It says 1 touchdown pass. That should say 1 touchdown reception, and that was back in the first quarter to give the Skyhawks a 7-6. No, they would miss the extra point, so they would still trail 7-6 after that touchdown from Mitzel to Brunell. But then in the second quarter of play, he would have 2 interceptions, one with 2:18 remaining, and then another one with 32. The first one, they actually fumbled on it, and then it was the second one that led to points, and that second Brunell interception led to a 15-yard touchdown run by Jaden Mitzel. And at that point, the Skyhawks led 26-14, and I believe they did convert on the I didn't write it down, but I believe they did convert. But it was 26-14 as of that touchdown after that second Brunell interception. So Trey Brunell, the senior for the Skyhawks, will be our player of the game. If you go to our website, msportsnet.com, under the games button there, you can click on final scores, or I think it says on-demand games, and you can see right there that the Oak Grove Grovers Shiloh Christian game will be available for a 24/7 replay within about, we say 30 minutes to be on the safe side. Sometimes it's sooner than that after the conclusion of our post-game show, which is coming up momentarily here. Also under that games button, you can take a look at our upcoming schedule. We'll have Fargo Davies and Fargo North soccer on Tuesday, and then West Fargo, Fargo Davies. That's a rematch of the state championship game. We'll have that on Thursday, September 5th with a 7 p.m. kickoff. And then next Friday, we'll get our first look at the Fargo South Bruins as they will host the Bismarck Legacy Sabres with a 7 p.m. kickoff live here on the ND Sports Channel. And once again, October 19th, we'll have another Oak Grove football game for you here as well. Final thoughts. We'll keep it on our schedule here. Actually, we'll go one more here. You can find us online, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel, and that link's going to change in July 2020, and that's only because YouTube's forcing us to wait that long. You can follow us on Twitter on each of those independent Twitter handles there, or on facebook.com/msportsmnet. We can like and follow us there. Pretty much everything that goes on Twitter goes on Facebook, but not everybody has Twitter. Not everybody has Facebook. That's why we're on both. So we'll go back to our game schedule so people can check out what's upcoming. But your final thoughts on this one, Matt. What did you like? What did you not like in this particular matchup between the Grovers and Skyhawks?
Well, being a Skyhawk fan, I didn't like how the Skyhawks came out flat in the first quarter. They got to, as we get into the season, especially the playoffs, they got to come out with the mentality of wanting to play the game hard right away off the bat. I didn't like all the penalties they have. They got to clean those up. And the extra points, I'd like to see them convert those more specifically, at a continual basis, not keep missing those extra points, leaving them on the field. But on the positive side, they came back, they adjusted, they made some really great plays, they executed better, which shows that they can do it when they want to do it. Oak Grove played a great game. They look young. I don't know a lot about them, but they look really young, and they're going to be a fantastic football team coming up the ranks. It was so neat to see two private schools playing each other. I'm a proponent of private education. I love Shiloh Christian School, of course, and it's nice to see this rivalry that was always taking place in basketball come out to the football field now, so hopefully that'll continue for years to come. They can have a good game and enjoy each other's company and get better.
We'll look forward to many more future. Hopefully, I'm assuming it'll be scheduled again in the next year.
You would think so, yeah.
Grovers
Probably be at
Skyhawk
Shiloh
football
next year.
games. And if that happens, there's a pretty good chance we'll have the games here on the ND Sports Channel. All depends on, of course, that's a year away or so. So we'll see what happens next year. But yeah, and for Oak Grove, like you said, a lot of young players, a lot of freshmen and sophomores, even a couple of 8th graders on the team. And, in that first quarter, and even throughout the entire game, they didn't, I mean, the scoreboard didn't favor them, but that doesn't necessarily reflect the kind of team they have. Like I said, they're young, they're getting the experience, and in a year or two from now, they could be pummeling opponents instead of being pummeled.
Yep, they will keep getting better.
And I say that with all due respect there. I didn't mean to laugh, but it came out, I don't know, I thought it was funny. So, all right, well, hey, Matt, thanks again. Have a safe trip home. Certainly appreciate you the last couple of weeks. And we'll have some more Skyhawk games coming up this winter with some basketball matchups happening. And you can check out those upcoming games on our schedule at our website as well. So, and you never know. Maybe a game will get canceled. Maybe we can head out to another Skyhawk game here in the near future. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you here. So, once again, thanks for watching. Your final score one more time is the, let's go to this screen here instead, 49-14 in favor of the Skyhawks. And the preceding has been a presentation of the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Have a great night, and if you're driving home from Fargo back to Bismarck, safe travels to you, and we'll talk to you soon here on the ND Sports Channel. Have a good night.